All right. Session is launched. And here comes the intro. All right.
Hello and welcome back to the Maine Sim Racing Series. We are here at the wonderful Oxford Plains Raceway. Little different cars from where you saw us a couple days ago. We have moved into a little bigger, a little faster, but the late model stock cars. I am joined once again by Jim Cunningham, and we are very excited to get this one started. It's going to be a long day of racing. Got about roughly about 4 hours is the hope, of wonderful fast turning left on this, basically a circle.
It is a circle.
Oval racing. So with that, I will bring Jim in. Jim, how's it going for you today?
Good, man. I'm excited for this. We had a lot of fun the other night with the Legends cars and these guys. They all enjoyed it. It was big fun, which was great. But this is for the real thing. This is for money here. Now we're not playing. So I think this brings out a different element. I think it's going to be a lot more seriousness tonight or today. We're still in the afternoon.
Yeah, it will. Oh,
I hop in here. Will it screw you guys up during the race?
Well, actually, welcome in, Chris. You're on the broadcast. Yeah, you can't. If you're gonna do that, you probably have to just message us during the broadcast. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, tell everybody hello while you're in here. This is Chris. He's our race control for the day, and obviously runs the league here.
Yeah. Great. Hopefully everybody enjoys the show, and I'll get out of here and start doing my real job.
All right. Well, yeah, we're ready to go whenever you are.
All right. Perfect.
All right. A surprise visitor.
Yeah. Well, hello. But yes, so yeah, we will have kind of an interesting setup for this one. So we're going to have, I believe it's 4 heats that we have set up. Whether it ends up being 4 heats or not, I think depends on how many people are actually here. It looked like a pretty solid field, which is great. So we will have heats are going to be 25 laps each, with no cautions counting. So they will have yellows, but they won't count. At the end, the top 4 will make it through automatically. The rest will get put into what we're referring to as a consolation, a last chance, a sad day for everyone race, whatever you want to call it. And there will be a break between each heat. So we will throw up an ad and we will deal with just chatting. You'll have to listen to us, which sometimes is good, sometimes is bad.
Probably not so much sometimes.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
We've got our grid up for the first one here.
Yeah, so our first one here, we are going to have Dan DeSanto in P1, Matthew Vanol in P2, Roy Sprague in P3, Thomas Brackett in 4, Ethan Guptill in 5, David Greenleaf in 6, Caleb Willett in 7th, and Chris Fortier, I don't think he's going to be racing.
No,
so we should have 7 in this one.
Yeah, this is going to be a 7, and we will have 4 heats, just to clarify what you were talking about earlier. If in the event that the guys didn't show up, there'll just be open holes in the qualifier. Yeah. Each qualifier, I think, is set up for 8 guys. So if there's only 4 that show up for that qualifier, it'll be 4 guys out there, and all of them will transfer if that's the case.
Exactly. So, and so we'll have each one of those. The consolation will be also 25 laps, and they have written on here a last chance as well of 40 laps, but I don't know if we're going to need that. I think it's just the consolation. The feature race will be 250 laps, and payouts are going to be very, very interesting. If you win your heat race, there is $10. If you have your man, they can't spell. Consolation race winner will be 50. It says consolidation. I was like, there's no D in that word.
I've been consolidated before.
Yeah. Last chance qualifying winner will be $25. And then every lap during the feature race that you lead, you will get an extra $1. Oh, Caleb will also be race control, so it's just going to be the top 6 in this one. So 4 will make it, 2 will have to go through the consolation. And we are green there as Dan DeSanto does get himself a nice little jump. He is currently holding on to P1. He does have Matthew Vanot on the outside, who has made a little bit of ground, starting to get by him. We'll see as he kind of dives in. Roy Sprague, 4 wide
Look at
behind him, so that's a
4
little
wide.
scary.
There's
These
6
cars are a
cars in the
little bit
race.
bigger than those other ones.
There's 6 cars in a race, and they're going 4 wide already. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, you got nothing to lose here, man. This is the kind of race where it's checkers or wreckers. You know, you make the top 4. And if you don't, then, you know, you might as well tear the car up trying to get there, because that's what, you know, it's going to repair itself. That's the beauty of iRacing.
Exactly. Yeah, you're not paying to repair that thing after a bad day, so might as well smash it in as much as you can.
All right,
But
let's
yeah, so
bring
we
up
have
our...
Matthew Vanoa is the car up in front in that 84. You do have Dan DeSanto just behind him. Ethan Guptill's currently in 3rd, Thomas Brackett in 4th, and then we have Sprague and Greenleaf, the two going to be trying to catch back up. As we did see, Sprague had gone 4 wide a little earlier, but Dan DeSanto has made his way up. It looks like Guptill has actually made his way past Dan DeSanto as well.
Yeah, he has. Let's go back there and see what's going on there.
So you can see Ethan Guptill just ahead of Dan DeSanto. Remember, top 4, and you can see 2 wide. I believe that's Greenleaf and Brackett.
Yeah, that's that's like battling Greenleaf for the transfer spot there.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the battle we're going to be keeping a close eye on. Is
Brackett. Greenleaf?
Oh, Brackett gives him a little bit.
Brackett saved him. Greenleaf was going to spin out.
Brackett kind of gave him a little push there, and they were able to get him facing the same way. So at least that hasn't caused too many issues so far, which is nice. We do have 18 laps to go here. Dan DeSanto, Guptill still dueling it out. But we do have this little battle here for the final.
This is the one right here.
Yeah, the final position with an automatic qualifying to the feature race.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, and they pulled that caution came a little early. If they'd have left that alone,
that was a quick one.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, well, the beauty of this is I was already focused on it, but we can go back and take a look at it since we got a second anyway. See, that's it. Look, perfectly.
Yep.
I was doing better when I wasn't trying to do reruns, replays. All right, where's it at? I looked at the wrong person. Yep. Go. Yeah, he just straight up jacked him up.
Yeah, so that's going to send, looks like Greenleaf and Brackett now into pit lane.
Yeah,
Matthew Vanoa, Ethan Guptill, Dan DeSanto, and Roy Sprague currently holding the 4 positions.
Well, if they get back out, I'm pretty sure that Greenleaf's probably going to get a...
Greenleaf got an EOL, yes.
Yeah. So, which is not surprising.
No, not at all.
Go back here to the live camera. So, click on our leader here. So let's see. We've got 17 to go for this heat. Is that right? How are the heats? Yeah. What are the heats? 25
laps.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 25 lap heats. So 17 to go. It'll say 16, but it'll hop back up.
I'll tell you what. That's a long heat race. You typically don't see that. Most short tracks you go to, you know, the heat races will be, you know, 10, maybe 15 laps. You know, something like that. They're usually really, really fast. 25 laps gives you a chance to screw up and recover from. You know, typically, there they were back green, by the way.
Yes, we are. As it looks like Vanoa is going to keep the lead. He does have Guptill right on his rear bumper. Brackett has actually already made his way back up to P4, so he's now holding that position with Roy Sprague right behind him. Greenleaf a little bit further back. See if they're able to make any changes up in that area, as about a half-second gap between Sprague and Brackett.
Yeah, we'll jump back on those guys. See if Ethan's got anything from Matthew Vanoa here.
I mean, if I'm Guptill and Vanoa, I'm just holding holding pat. I mean, yeah, there's the $10, but you still got to make it through that feature race, right? So
Yeah, no, I
try to
don't
push for the $10. Is, I mean, if you really want to, go for it. But
there's one
take
problem.
advantage of the fact that you're going all the way through right away.
There's only one problem with that. These guys have gasoline flowing through their veins. You know, these guys are racers, man. Nobody wants to, you know, they struggle to just hold position. You know, it's hard for them. But that's what I would do, you know, or at least that's what I say I would do. I get out there and I probably would break that strategy immediately. But we'll see. And so far they're doing that, but so far we've got a clear 4. We'll get Dan DeSanto here settled in 3rd place. And Thomas Brackett now is comfortably in 4th with Greenleaf getting that end of the line penalty for the causing that caution. And, of course, in between them there, we've got Roy Sprague with that classic throwback to original DEI cars. I forget who drove that car. But, yeah, that's the old original DEI cars. I believe that was I can't remember the number. I think it was a 1 car back in those days.
Good old Pennzoil.
Yeah, well, that was one of the 3 original DEI cars with Dale Jr. in the Bud car, the Pennzoil car here, and then, of course, Michael Waltrip in the Napa car. And after Earnhardt got killed, the Pennzoil car won a race like within the next 2 or 3 weeks. And they all said, you know, that was like the best thing could ever happen to the company or something, because they, you know, they needed something to, you know, to cheer them up and to bring them all together. And that did. I watch way too many documentaries, apparently.
Fair enough. Let's see.
I tell you what, 4 hours, y'all gonna get lots of stories today.
Darrell Waltrip? Is that name?
No, that was
right?
later. Waltrip drove that car, but it was later. That's another story. But no, it was golly. That's the worst thing about getting old. By the way, any of you drivers that are out there watching these heat races while you're waiting for your turn, jump in the chat, man. Chat us up here on YouTube. You know, I know y'all are all sitting around watching all these heat races, so, and we got 2 to go here, by the way. Everything looks pretty solid down the line. No real battles for any positions, really. Looks like it's, you know, pretty clear cut with Vano out front, so he's going to get a rocking starting spot for the feature, that's really fantastic to win these heat races and get yourself up front in those big field races like that, because track position's everything in those kind of races. So good job to Matthew, Ethan in 2nd, Dan DeSanto in 3rd, and Thomas Brackett transferring in, and you'll have Greenleaf and Sprague moving on to the consolation race.
Yeah, it sounds like Roy Sprague is going to be pole for 1, and David Greenleaf will be pole for 2.
All right, so let's pull in Matthew and have a little chat with him.
Waiting here. There he is. Yeah. And so we will bring in our Heat 1 winner there in Matthew Vano. I'm assuming we've been saying your name wrong the entirety of the season.
No, we have. We have been saying it wrong, but he gave me permission to say it wrong, so it's okay.
Yes, sir. You do have that permission.
Thank you, man. Congratulations. A Heat win is a big deal here. It means a whole lot more than the $10 for sure. Getting a starting spot up front in this big feature tonight is going to pay off, you know, for sure. It's a track position's everything, you know. So how'd you everything pretty smooth out there for you? Car handling like you want?
Yeah, everything. It was kind of just, once I got clear of the 86 there, just kind of just cruise control and let it all play out. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous with Guptill there. I know he's a hard charger and he's one of the greats here, so it was a little worrisome, but
well,
we were
speculating on Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I got that delay.
Overall, overall, I'm just at this point, whatever happens from here. I mean, granted, yeah, I want to be able to finish this thing and get what we can get, but that's the first checkered flag for the season that we've been able to take, so I'm happy at that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Huh? Congratulations. Yeah, well, and again, you're going to get a fantastic starting spot in that feature race. So, which that could, as you know, can mean the world in a big field race. Uh, how many laps you think you can get on a tank of fuel tonight?
Honestly, I haven't taken a look yet. I don't know.
Okay.
Hoping quite a bit, but then again, I'm hoping
Right.
not quite a bit. Play a little strategy here, see what
Right.
happens. But
well, I was just curious if you, if you had a plan already laid in place. That's where I was headed. So,
nope, not at all.
That's all right. Sometimes that's the best way. Well, congratulations on your first feature, or first checker flag of the year, and on your heat race win. You got anybody you want to shout out to real quick?
Yeah, just like to thank all the guys in the Discord, Ricky, Mingo, Conover, all the guys, Greenleaf. Like to shout out my little buddy Noah. He's watching. My cousin for allowing me to run his paint scheme and represent him.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. I'm sure we'll see you around tonight, and you're going to have, like I said, a great starting spot for the feature. So good luck tonight, and we're going to jump over to the next heat race.
Alrighty, thank you guys.
All right, so
Alrighty, and we are back getting ready for heat number 2. I will mention, so Matthew Lewis did say Steve Park, and we did figure, yes, Steve Park, and then 83 Media recording said Steve Park as well, and he won the Rockingham after Dale passed. That was the race. So we are, as you can see, back in with our fun group here. It looks like it says we only have 4. I feel like there's more.
Well, of course, we got Chris. Chris is.
Yeah, so it looks like we might only have 4 for this one. So these guys are going to make it through. So
you're a poet. You didn't know it.
Exactly. So these 4 will make their way through. Now it's just going to be a battle for that $10. That sweet $10.
Hey,
that'll buy you a Starbucks drink.
No, that'll buy you a track or a new car.
Oh, it would. It would buy you almost. I guess, yeah.
Well, if
just
these guys own enough content that it probably would buy them the car, you know. All right, let me get rid of. Let's see.
It's actually funny. I own more oval content than I do road, but I basically never drive ovals. It's just from this. I have pretty much every oval track. Otherwise, yeah. Well, you kind of have to. We're not allowed to. You can't broadcast it if you don't own the material. So exactly. So it looks like this is the Sun Drop crew. We did have a few more guys hop in. So this one will be Adam Jocelyn in P1, Tyler Connolly in P2, Ed Connolly in P3, Dustin Staples P4, and then you can see Chris Willett Cam Willett. There we go. Caleb. I can read names today. Caleb. Oh my goodness. And Chris Fortier. So it looks like Adam, Tyler, and Ed are all rocking the Sun Drop livery. Well, that's a famous livery. Why am I not seeing Sun Drop? Let me refresh my trading paints here. What's going on? Maybe I'm wrong. No, I don't know. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. But for some reason, let me refresh the whole thing real quick here and see what happens. We'll see. That might be on me. Oh, it's more than likely it's probably mine. I don't think I updated my trading paints in a bit. Willett. Okay. Caleb Willett. Yeah, Willett. Yep. I'm sure I've butchered the snot out of most people's names here today. So, well, they're from Maine. Their accent's closer to yours than mine is, for sure. Just like Matthew, everybody else calls him Vanot, and I was like, wait, what? You know, I'm originally from Louisiana. I thought it was Vanot. Yeah, Vanot. That's the way we would have said it, you know, because of the French thing. But somebody clarify for me out there in the chat. I know you guys are watching because you've been commenting. I'm seeing 2 black liveries and 2 white liveries out there, and the 2 black ones don't seem to have too much on the car. Is that what y'all are seeing as well? I updated my trading paints, and that's what I've got now. Okay, all right. So, by the way, we're green here. Sorry, folks. I was just trying to clear up this paint thing. I wanted y'all to see these nice paint schemes, if whatever they're running. So, yeah, and you can see we have Connolly and Jocelyn dueling it out. That is going to be Tyler Connolly, who is the 11 car, as he has just stuck his nose out ahead. It's right according to Rick Thompson Jr. and Matthew Lewis. So, all right, cool. Good to see. Thank you, guys. You can see Tyler Connolly and Adam Jocelyn. These 4 are going to make it through no matter what. We have Willett and Fortier in here as well, but they are race control. So now it has become the battle for that sweet $10 of winning your heat race. As Jocelyn and Tyler Connolly. Then you've got Ed Connolly just behind him and Dustin Staples. Very tight little group of 4 here. Well, I'll tell you what, I think we're going to see some, these guys can do whatever they want to their cars because it doesn't matter because they're all in. So they can really run hard here. They're not trying to earn a spot in the feature. They've already got that. So at this point, you're just trying to get up as far as you can to start up front, you know, so you might see some bumping and banging in this one a little bit. I think there definitely should be some bumping and banging. I'm all for bumping and banging. Yes, indeed. Makes it just that much more interesting, really. It does. And you can see Adam Jocelyn still holding on to P1. As he is making his way around. We have 17 to go. This will be a nice little quick one, obviously with the I guess a lack of other fights to kind of get their way in.
I can't believe you just said that.
Now... Sorry?
I can't believe you just said that.
Nah, it's all lies. None of it's real.
You just dropped the biggest jinx right on us as possible.
Yep. Got to.
You guys need the track map on out there to
see the circle?
Yeah, to see the circle.
The straight up circle that is.
It is indeed.
Oxford Plains. Next time I am out in the Maine area, I'll have to swing by it and start chirping some of the drivers. Hope they're ones that we casted.
Well, apparently this is home track to several of these guys. If you're out there in chat and this is your home track, let us know. I'd love to know that too. Oh, David Greenleaf says the worst track in the state.
Wiscasset?
Yeah, Wiscasset
Speedway.
Huh. That's funny.
Hey, at least you guys have an oval track that's from your state.
You're Canadian.
Nothing.
You're Canadian.
We have ovals. Not many.
Yeah, no, not many, but yeah, you do have some. Got some good road racing circuits too.
Yeah, there's only one of those that they really post in this. It's what's it called? I'm trying to think. Jacques Villeneuve.
Yeah, you got Joe Villeneuve. Yeah. What's going on back here?
Everyone wants it. Maine's biggest and fastest baby. DeSanto says Wiscasset is Maine's fastest. Wiscasset Speedway been going to Oxford since '95.
Wow. What that tells me is that you're old, like me.
I was 4.
Exactly, right. My God.
Oh, interesting.
4 years old and wow. Okay.
Yes,
you're a baby.
A little bit, yeah. See, and then it's funny because there's the Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, which I don't even. I always forget that that's actually Canadian because it just sounds like it should be owned somewhere by somebody else. Like it just sounds like it should be in the States.
Right.
Oxford guys are scared of the wall. I mean, understandably so.
So, Wiscasset has a wall kind of like South Boston or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's what I'm asking. I'm sure they'll tell us.
Yes.
Let's get a look at what Tyler's doing in there. See what kind of helmet he's wearing.
I have no idea what that is.
No, me either. Not a clue. All right. Well,
fair enough.
Since we know it's 4 to go, I'm not going to do it. I was going to try to do something stupid, but I'll save stupid for later.
Yeah, perfect. Apparently we do actually have a where is it?
All right, now I want to see if Tyler's going to run up there and rub on him a little bit here. 3 to go.
Give him some bumps as Tyler Connolly has made his way up. Ed Connolly just behind. Staples is
Adam ain't giving up the bottom, so
we'll just push him out of the way.
Yeah, no, just bump him up, move him up out of the way. If you don't wreck him, it's nothing wrong with it.
I wish they had a Mad Bomber division. We would be
Oh
there.
My God. Oh, he did move. He tried to move him. Look. Good job, Tyler.
Well,
of course, I'm not encouraging that, but
I mean, I am, so it's fine. So Adam Jocelyn does take the win on that one. Tyler Connolly will take P2, Ed Connolly in 3, and Dustin Staples will be in P4.
My question is, what in the hell is Maine going to do today when all of these Connolly, is it plumbing and heating, or what are they? They're all here racing. Nobody's out working. What if somebody's got a boiler problem or something? All right. So
With that,
Yeah, I'm
we
an
will
idiot.
quickly bring in Adam Johnson, who's actually already rip roaring and ready to go.
There we go. All right.
He's been way ahead of us, and he's been in Discord for a while. He just knew he was going to win. So, Adam, how was that race for you?
That was a little harder than I thought it was going to be honest.
Did you
Interesting.
did I see Tyler got to you right there with about a half a lap to go and tried to give you some business?
Yeah, he was quick. I don't have the short run speed at this track. The techniques I use on some other tracks don't quite work here, and I was just getting tight. So I
Well,
watched my buddy race around here a lot and just tried to paint the curb. And
this
hold it
thing
on the
is
bottom.
this track is a donut.
Yeah, it's a circle.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's definitely a different track. It's fun though. So but congratulations. So that's going to get you a nice starting spot for the feature tonight, which is important, of course. You got
I think we'll
anybody?
start front now.
Yeah, it's I believe that's how it works. Yeah, you should be you and that's great. I can't
My buddy
remember. Matthew.
should be
Yeah.
one too.
Hey, he said it's okay to call him Vano, by the way.
Or whatever
that's
his name is.
That's what I call him.
That guy.
But no, congratulations, man. So yeah, and that should give you a front row starting spot for tonight. So that's great. You got anybody you want to shout out to before we jump over to the next heat race?
Yeah, just all my sponsors on the car. Oxford County Homes, literally the company that sponsors me, is in the town where this racetrack is. So hopefully give them a good show in here.
Well, you did a good job in that heat race. Brought home a little bit of cash and set you up nice for the big run tonight.
Yeah, we'll see where we end up in that. That's going to be a chess match.
So, all right, man. Well, we'll holler at you a little later, hopefully. I'm sure you'll be around there pecking at the front all night, so it'll be good. Good to see you. We'll talk
Yes,
to you
sir.
soon.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Thanks.
All righty, we're gonna shift it over here. Once I figure out how to do this, we're gonna
right, and we are back. We're just trying to establish who we are supposed to be in with here. So there's a bunch of different heats, and we're just trying to piece together who's with what. I'm just getting clarification from Chris. The one with Joey. Okay, so it's actually the bottom heat. So we did have to back out and go to the other heat.
Oh, okay.
That
We're in the
is,
wrong one. All right.
We
Yeah.
are in the wrong one.
All right, guys.
They're
We'll
not in the
we'll be
order,
back
so
shortly.
I was trying to track it down. Yeah, give us 1 second here. All right, so here we are back in. We did find it. We did track everything down.
We followed the smell of barbecue, so I'm blaming Matt Mingo for that.
Exactly.
That was
it's
his
always
fault.
Mingo's fault. And this heat here is gonna be a fast one.
Yeah, it is.
At least one. It's got some names in there that we're curious. It's gonna be probably a bloodbath.
Yeah,
Feel
maybe.
like it's gonna be a little bit more combative.
Yeah,
It does have more than 4, so not everyone will make it. So that'll help, but it looks like we're going to have 6. So as we get gridded up here, I believe we have Ben Burgess in P1, Joey Israelson in P2, Brian Conover in P3, Rick Thompson Jr. in P4, Brandon Fogg in 5, and Rick Emery will be in 6.
Wow. Yeah, that is definitely a fast a fast crew. The top 2 guys from practice, 1 and 2, are in this race. So I guess we're just waiting on here. I guess we're waiting on Ben.
Yeah, it looks like we're waiting on Ben. Joey Israelson's going the route of wanting to lose by having Haas on the car. Well, I guess it depends. I think their NASCAR team is actually decent.
Well, it's gone now. They sold it, but yeah.
Yeah, their NASCAR team was pretty good. Their F1 team is it exists. We'll just go with that.
All right, we're rolling off here.
A little.
Oh well, we're not. I guess
Dunkin' Donuts.
I could go for some Dunkin' Donuts about right now. Of course,
I've never had Dunkin' Donuts.
What? Well, they're not the best. Krispy Kreme are the best, in my opinion. That's just me.
Canadian. I don't even know if I have Dunkin' Donuts up here.
You might not. Y'all are kind of weird up there.
We got Timmy's.
What the heck
Timmy
is a
Hortons.
Timmy's? Oh,
Tim
yeah.
Hortons.
I've heard, well, I don't know anything about Tim Hortons. I just have heard it mentioned. I got an Australian counterpart that I work with who is absolutely fascinated with Canada for some reason, with Canadians and all their things, all things
'Cause
Canadian.
We're the best.
Yes, that's what it is. You are the best. Glad you pointed that out.
We're the nicest. We're the most humble.
Yeah, clearly.
Exactly.
All right,
All right.
guys. I'm excited for this one, honestly, man. This is the best guys.
I think it's either gonna be like super clean or real ugly.
Oh no, I don't think it's gonna be that clean. These guys are too aggressive.
Joey Israelson gets a huge jump off the start.
Never said that before.
Yeah, no, that's new. Ben Burgess does fight him off though, which is less common to hear.
Ben got a nice start there.
Usually
Real
if he
nice
gets a
start.
great, if Joey gets a great jump, he usually takes over pretty quick, and did not work out for him on that one, as Ben Burgess is going to hold the lead. You do have Conover and Thompson in the final 2 spots to go immediately through to the feature race. Fogg and Emery just behind that.
Yeah.
We've kind of fallen into a single file now for a little bit here.
Oh.
As soon as I say that, they
Caleb,
almost start to go too
Caleb
wide.
almost jacked up Emery there a little bit. All right, let's see. Pop in here.
Just what we need. Owen Bridges, over under on yellows for the main event, 16.5.
Oh, God.
You, sir, are ambitious.
Yeah, well,
16?
That's I don't know.
Say probably more.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I have to think about that.
It's all going to be on the barbecue man. I blame Mingo for all of them. It's all Mingo's fault. It's because that barbecue is distracting everybody.
So, Mike, we did this like WWMD. What would Mingo do?
What would Mingo do? I like it. All right. That'll be our ongoing for the rest of the season.
Right? That's today.
Yeah, exactly. All 250 laps.
Oh, get in there. Man.
Just not able to find really much of anything there.
Yeah, no, I mean, Rick Thompson is, he almost got under the back end of him there a little bit. He's driving it in there. Look at him. He's sailing it off in there.
He's trying. Same with Israelson just up ahead.
He's definitely getting in the corner hotter than Conover is for sure. All right, let's pop out here and see.
That's gonna be the hard part with these cars, because they're a little bit bigger than those Legends. You're gonna be having a little harder time trying to make a move on them.
And y'all need to add. I know Chris is probably listening. Y'all need to add that Legends thing, like during like off weeks or something during the season next year. I mean, that was a blast, and everybody had a good time doing it too. That was so much fun. Those little cars are fun, and there's so much room to get out there and, scramble with them. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, they needed to make it a crash to pass though. Damage on. Just a little crash to pass. No yellows. I like it. Let's go. I'm here for it. I'll race that too.
No yellows. Yes.
But you got to be careful because damage is on. So you still have to do the crash to pass, but you can't just like bowl through somebody or you'll ruin your own race too.
Yeah, that's true. I like that.
So, yeah, right? Adds the strategic crashing.
I'll be bringing that strategery out now.
All right, so Birds are still holding the lead from Israelson, Conover, and Thompson, holding on to those final 2 spots. Brendan Fogg and Eric Emery fighting their way, trying to hold on to, or trying to catch them back up. Just take on the lead.
Looks like you might have been right. Looks like you might have been right. Clean. So they're running really clean right now. They've knocked out 15 laps clean.
Yeah, we're going nice and smooth, nice and fast. Nothing crazy.
I wasn't watching the lap times in the other heats. Be interesting to see how that transitions, how the track is changing, or they probably have conditions set for the same for every heat race, I imagine. So probably.
I assume for the
Yeah.
start of it, the 250, you'll start to get more debris and things like that as Rick Thompson Jr. decides to crash into half the field, and Matt Mingo's throwing barbecue sauce at everybody, and you'll get some more stuff on the track from that. Matt Mingo and his ribs.
Well, that's heating up back there now.
I gotta get my smoker working again.
Stop,
but we just got a dump of snow.
I'm 6'8", 320 pounds, man. Stop talking about barbecue. I'm gonna go nuts. I gotta eat like every half hour.
Oh, hilarious. Yeah, no, I should be eating like that, but definitely don't.
Yeah, Ben just blinked out there for a second.
Yeah, well.
He even disappeared off the timing and scoring for a split. Oh, well, he straightened him back out, Joey.
Joey Israelson's like, enough of your blinking. Get on my way.
Yeah, that's funny. He did, but he spun him and then straightened him out. That was the beautiful part. Hey, I didn't wreck you.
That was great.
Joey's like, I didn't wreck you.
You're good.
What?
You're still going.
Look at it. It's getting heated up back here too. Look at this.
Yeah, Rick Thompson Jr. gets his way by as well.
Brandon Fogg's the one we got to watch. Is he going to jump in there and do some damage, or?
Fogg hunting down Brian Conover. Matt Mingo says, "Stop giving away my plans." He's got that little button on the back, like the old school spy movies.
Somebody feed this
spits
man
out the oil.
Yeah, it's been more than a half hour. I'm dying over here. I got some bad Keebler crackers in here. That's all I got.
Oh, I saw Emery. Something's going on with that car. He went very wide coming out of there.
Yes, he did.
Ben's having some blinking issues, and
well, he really
Matt Mingo,
is.
I feel like, yeah. Matt Mingo's got a button on the back.
Nobody wants to ride. Nobody wants to ride behind a blinker like that. No offense to Ben, but man, I tell you what, there ain't nothing tougher than riding behind a guy blinking like that. All right, we're on the final lap here, guys. So let's back up here with Joey. Joey's going to take first place there. Ben in second, yeah.
Yeah, Ben will have second, Thompson in third.
And Brian Conover. All right, well, there's your 4 transfers from heat number. We're heat 3. These heats are flying by, man.
Heat 3. Yeah, they're going well.
Yeah, no, this is good stuff. No cautions in that one at all. So you were right, 100% clean. I take back everything I said. I didn't mean any of it. Get Joey in here.
Just mean to me.
Sure, Joey.
Just gotta wait for Joey to hop on in.
Yeah, I'm sure Joey will have something to say. Maybe Joey doesn't want to talk to us. He doesn't. He's in race mode today. He ain't playing.
Yeah, Joey he's not wanting anything to do with us now.
Hey, can you blame him? Can't hang out with flirts like us. Bring your reputation down.
Make your car slower.
Yeah, right.
Adds at least three or 4 kilograms of weight to your car every time you hop in.
Yeah, right. We'll give him a second more here. He doesn't seem to be jumping in, no. So.
Oh, there he is. We did find Joey. He finally graced us. Decided we weren't that bad. Did come by. Joey, how was that one for you?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was taking my driver's suit off. That one was good. I didn't really like the Ben Burgess blinking. I tried to stay off him the best I could, but I knew I was saving my right front.
Yeah, what I liked about that was you wrecked him, then you unwrecked him. So you spun him a little bit when you got into him, and then you straightened him back out by hitting him again on the front fender. So he couldn't say you wrecked him.
Yeah, no, we didn't want any cautions there once we got the lead. That's for sure.
Yeah. No. Well, so that was a good job there, and I know you're excited to have a good starting spot up front tonight. That's important in these kind of races, of course. So yeah, that was really clean. I picked that was going to be a rough race. I thought y'all were going to be bumping each other up, but everybody was clean.
No, too early in the night to be roughing anybody up for me. Yeah, thanks for putting this on. I got to thank my girlfriend for watching. Hopefully this isn't the last time I'm on this broadcast, but hopefully I see you in an hour or two.
Yes, let's hope so. All right, man. Well, all right. Yeah, we'll let you go, and we're going to jump over to heat race number 4 then.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right. All right, guys.
Okay, well, we will. All right, and here we are back for our 4th and final regular heat before we head into our consolation series of Matt Mingo and Bingo's barbecue. As we do also have.
Oh, there's Owen Bridges. He was commenting too. Owen, clean your driver thing up. Well, it doesn't matter now, I guess, but look how bad your little driver thing looks. Yeah, a little late for that now, huh? I'll fix it tonight.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we do have a few drivers: Aiden Murray, Wayne, Wyatt, sorry,
yeah,
Wyatt DiPietro, Matt Mingo, Owen Bridges, and Cody Billings. Our order for this one will be actually with Owen Bridges in the lead. He will be starting P1. We then have Cody Billings in P2, Matt Mingo P3, Wayne DiPietro in 4, and Aiden Murray in 5. So remember, 4 will make it through. After that, they have to fight their way through the consolation to see who will end up where. So hopefully a nice clean race is what we'll get out of this, as we've got some fun colors. I like that yellow.
Yes.
Yellowy.
Yeah, I like that lime.
Color.
That
yellow.
Neon green yellow. Yeah, I like that color. And especially with black.
For sure.
Especially with black. Black goes, that's a great combo right there.
Yeah, just a nice clean one, if you will.
Yep. There's Cody. See what he's doing in there. Peek in on him. Go back and see if let's go back and see if Mingo's eating any barbecue.
You never know. His button to release barbecue sauce like the old spy cars. Just squirted out the back all over the track.
Old James Bond style. Well, that's pretty funny. Well, he's got the right color suit. That way, if he spills barbecue while he's racing, he doesn't. It doesn't show.
Perfect.
Yeah, these guys are like, shut up about the food already, would you?
Well, we need to eat too. It's just noonish.
Right. We got to
That's
fill.
1 o'clock.
We got to fill multiple hours of airtime as well. Did Mingo just jack up to 21 right there? Or did the 21?
I think the 21
curb?
went over the over the curb there.
Okay. I thought Mingo jacked him up already. I was like, come on now. Save it a little bit.
Early.
Yeah.
All right. As we head around, we will be going green right away.
Yeah, at this track, you can't even say, well, they're on the start-finish straight, because there isn't one.
There's no straight. Yeah, there's no real straight here, as we do see Owen Bridges gets himself a nice jump. Mingo trying to make his way up on the inside of Cody Billings. I was going to say not quite able to, but Billings went out real wide, and I think Mingo's going to now take that position from him as he's going to hold on to P2 for now. Those who are looking side by side, battling it out, while Murray and DiPietro just behind them. But Owen Bridges does take the lead.
Yeah, Owen's washing up on that outside line a little bit. Let's just jump over here. I'm sorry, Billings. Billings is washing up. He's dropped off. He's slid right on
past
back.
him now. Yeah, that's that'll be the fight for that final one.
His car is not liking that outside line at all there. So let's see if he can get her gripped up once he slides in and can run it around the bottom. You know, somebody's got to set the car up to run on the bottom, and you get hung out there. You know, it's a different handling characteristics out there. So.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to be a little more. You got to add that extra weight to that left side if you're on the inside there. Chill, a little extra turn. You got to lean more, just like you know the old school racing games when you're playing at home with the controller and you lean to make the car turn.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I lean in my sim rig. I catch myself all the time. My head leaned over.
Yep. I only seem to do it with oval racing, I find. And I don't know if it's because I'm trying to follow with the car as it goes sideways compared to the track. Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah, I'm guilty.
Not so much with road racing though.
All right, let's see what we got going on here. Take a
You
look
see
at
Owen
it from.
Bridges still with that lead there as Matt Mingo and his barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I think he's got Marconi setup shop on there too. I recently started running some of their sets, and they're pretty good. They're fast.
I always want to call it macaroni setup shop.
Yes.
I don't know why. It just looked like it every time, and then I'm like, oh, it's not actually the same spelling at all.
Yeah, my friend of mine, Justin Yee, the I don't know if you know who he is,
the YouTuber,
the Arco farmer. The Arco farmer. Nice move here, Adrian, to come right on under Matt.
Yeah, Adrian Murray with some nice moves. He started at the back. He's now up a couple positions there. 3 spots. So him and Mingo are fighting for P2 right now. Looks like Owen Bridges and then Wayne DiPietro trying to chuck it underneath Matt Mingo as well.
Yeah, that's the problem. He gets shoved out there and he gets on that outside. You just keep sticking their nose under. Yeah, Matt's car is not liking that outside at all either.
Yeah, and he is now dropped all the way down to the back as that is allowing Billings to slip in into 4th. So Bridges, Murray, DiPietro, and Billings.
At 12 to go here.
Matt Mingo apparently hit that patch of barbecue sauce he laid out to trap someone else. As he slid right down to the back.
Yeah, he is, man. That's Well, his car really got angry when he got on that outside line.
Yeah, a lot of these cars not seeming like that outside section there.
No, it's just it seems to be the most significant in this heat race. You know, in the other ones, you didn't notice anybody just plowing to the back like that. Look at who's that? Is that Billings out there now? Yeah, Billings is outside on it, and he's struggling to stay out there right now. Or is that Wyatt? Yeah, that's Wyatt that's out there right now.
Whoa,
Oh, no!
That's Bridges goes around. Did not
Oh,
see what caused that.
I was
Did
back
he hit
there.
the curb?
All right, let's see. Yeah, it looks like that might have been what happened. Okay.
Or did he get a little bit of
He
help? No,
might
it
have
looks like he got hooked by DiPietro there.
Let's see. We'll go back to here and watch it from here and see. Oh, I had it on slow play.
It looks like
Y'all are gonna love me for that. Better.
oh, maybe. So it looks like Aiden kind of sticks it underneath him and he kind of reacts a little
I'm gonna
slow.
get us a better angle on it. What happened? Please don't do that. I got
And then
PTSD.
he gets kind of plowed through by what's that?
I hadn't used this camera all night. All right.
Is that
now,
Billings, I think?
here we go. Now let's see. We should be able to see numbers from here. Oh yeah, it was 22. Yeah,
Yeah,
Cody,
I think it was Owen
Cody
kind
just-
of cuts down in front of him, and Cody Billings really just has nowhere to go and just goes right through the back of him. But it looks like both of whom.
Let's do that
at the
one
back now.
more time so I can see. I didn't notice that he. So. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I guess he was trying to get to the bottom, and you know.
Yeah, he was trying to get to the bottom. Unfortunately, Cody Billings was kind of right there, and
Why is it playing live so slow?
yeah,
No,
we are back green. They were bunched inside.
Yeah,
each
no,
other there.
and this for some reason we're trapped here. Let me see what I can do. Fix that.
Well, it looks like Aiden Murray is going to hold on. Oh, and Cody Billings gets spun right their way there. We are back yellow.
All right,
Let's see.
I'm gonna have to shut this software down real quick, guys. Be right back. I mean, you keep talking because you can see it. So
Yeah, it looks like actually that straight up was just netcode. There's a significant gap between the two of them, and that's just netcode that caused that one. So unfortunately, that's gonna spin Billings right in front of him, and not a whole lot he could have done there.
all right, I unfortunately had to restart the software, so I don't know if let's see. Maybe I have it here, guys. No, I don't. Guess I do. No. Sorry. Yeah, the software locked up on that replay, as y'all could see, and I had to restart it real quick. Technology, you gotta love it. So I did miss that incident. Unfortunately, I apologize for that.
Gotta love technology. It's so much fun.
Yeah, right. But
all right.
It's still not acting like it's live.
No, that looks live.
There we go. Yeah, now it's
okay.
Yeah, it was acting weird. All right, we're back green though. Here we go.
And there we go. Good jump out of Aiden.
Yeah. Aiden got a nice jump there.
And he gets a good one. It's back to Cody Billings and Owen Bridges have been a little spicy with each other in this last little bit here, but catches a bit of the curb. Yeah, we have got Aiden Murray, Matt Mingo, Wyatt DiPietro, and then Owen Bridges and Cody Billings, those two fighting over that final position there.
Yeah, that's the battle right there. It's those two guys for that last transfer spot.
Let's see.
Yeah, what,
otherwise we're
six
pretty
to
much straight line there, single file.
Yeah, I'm sure that Owen Bridges not going to stand for sitting in after starting on the pole. Not going to be too happy with finishing fifth. So I'm sure he's going to try to put something on Cody right here if he can.
Yeah, we'll see. He's definitely going to try and make a move. Hopefully it's a clean move. That's all we need.
Yeah, I mean, again, look, I hate to use that old line, Rubbin's racing, because that's, you know, that's some like the most overused line in oval track racing, or, you know, Rubbin is racing, you know, it is, but still. But look, man, you're talking about a transfer spot into the main event of the biggest race of the year. I'm putting a bumper to somebody if I got to. I'm sorry. You know, that's just the way it is.
Oh yeah,
man,
100%.
man, I tell you, man, it just seems like Cody's car is off. Like he's got some kind of damage or something. That's just, he just seems off right there. Yeah. I mean, I'm Owen. I'm sorry. Did I say Cody? I meant Owen. We're down last lap. Aiden's out front, man, looking good, looking strong. Matt Mingo worked his way all the way back up into second place. Wyatt's going to try to send it in there a little bit. He's going to finish third. And Cody Billings takes the last transfer spot. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Bridge is going to have to do some work in the consolation, and we'll move forward from there for him and see what happens.
Yeah, Chris, whoa. They were jumping the light pole things. That's pretty cool. So Chris, if you want to send us a message here, are we staying here, or we have one more session that's going to be the big session? I'm assuming we're going to have one more, but I don't want to back out.
We've got a couple consolation ones.
Oh, that's right. We got a consolation. I'm sorry. That's right. Yeah. Okay. So I guess we let's pull Aiden in.
Yeah,
get a little chat with him.
He'll just be hopping in a second here.
And I tell you what, that's a good looking car right there. Look at that.
And that will be Aiden, who managed to snag a solid win. A couple extra dollars in the pocket. Might steal some Mingo's barbecue now that he's got that little extra cash too. And Aiden, how was that one for you?
Yeah, it was fun. It was this is my first start with the series this year, so I'm just trying to get used to racing with these guys again. It's been a while, just different pace, I guess. But it was fun to be back racing with my friends.
Well, congratulations on that heat win. You look strong up there. You got nice restart on those cautions. You kept yourself up there in that last one. So yeah, congratulations. Got you a nice spot for the feature start tonight, which again is important. So you got anybody you want to shout out to before we jump over to these consolation races?
Yeah, I just want to shout out Redline Performance Engines, Mary's Truck Service, Rowan Sons Trucking, and RKM Setup Shop. Just all my friends over there, and everything they do to help me get fast and just have friends to hang out with. And I do want to thank Chris and Caleb and everybody that puts the show on for us all to come out and have fun and race.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, and we'll see you here in the main event coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you. See you guys in a bit.
All right, guys. So we're gonna close out here and jump over to the next session, and well, maybe as soon as I figure out how to get out of this camera thing, I did.
Yeah, we just need a new caution to get put up.
Yeah.
Or the new session, sorry. Not new caution, new session.
Yeah. Oh, it's not up yet?
No, they don't have those ones made, so we probably could throw up the Connolly ad.
Well, we probably could if I had some clue how to get out of this fancy camera thing that I tried to do. Where I
Isn't that great?
No, I did. I tried to zoom in, and on some of them I can change it, and some I can't. And so this is one that I like screwed up. So now I got to figure out how to get out of it. It's a good thing they don't have a session up while I'm figuring it out. Of course, that hotkey doesn't work. Hey, there we go. No, that's not. All right, well, keep talking because I'm entertaining myself over here. And keep an eye on that. Let me know when that session comes up.
I will, yeah. Yeah, so as a fantastic little run there, and cleaner than kind of expected. Matt Mingo hoping the pole makes the chassis adjustment I need.
Yeah, he made a little chassis adjustment there. He hits the pole with it, and that was
all you need to do. Some small tweaks, nothing crazy. A little bit of damage, but we're good. We're good. It'll keep going perfectly fine, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and so we'll head into the consolations here.
So what'd you think about the 4 heat races overall?
Okay, so this is going to be the change. We are going to have the format was actually a lot of fun, sorry. But this just got posted. There will be one last chance race, no consolation. Starting order is going to be Greenleaf, Fog, Bridges, Sprague, Emery. Chris is just creating the session currently. So that is going to be, we're just going to have one final sort of last chance qualifier.
Okay.
So that will be how that one ends up working.
All right, so he's creating it now?
That's what it says, yes. That's what they say, at least.
I got to go back and I got to look up how to get out of this little thing that I just did. Keep talking. You're the entertainment. Can you sing? Can you sing and dance or anything?
Oh, not well, no. Yeah, I have no sing or dance skills. At least none that I know of.
All right. So, yeah, we can go back and somewhat talk about that Dale Earnhardt thing that we were talking about earlier. For anybody that doesn't know the story, all these guys seem to know it, though they were typing it in the chat. But, yeah, they so when Steve Park won that race, that was like a huge boost to DEI, and you know, they all kind of came back together. And poor Michael Waltrip, he had went 426 wins or 426 races without a win in NASCAR, and he gets his first win and, you know, can't even celebrate, you know, because of what happened. And yeah, so that's that was a messed up time for those guys. And then of course they came back to Daytona in July of that year, and Junior won the Firecracker 400, and obviously everybody went nuts when that happened. So
that would be a big one for him to win.
How's that status thing going over there with the session? Is it up yet, or?
Nope, not up currently.
All right.
Yet, at least.
All right, guys, talk amongst yourselves out there.
Hope everyone's having a good.
All right. Oh, got it. Finally. All right. Well, I'm not going to back out of this session until I know that we're safe.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely, once we get that kind of thing, but we could run, the Connolly.
Oh yeah,
ad
let's run
there.
that. Let's run the Conley's ad.
So we'll introduce you to one of our major sponsors for the season.
He was indeed, and major participants, because these Conleys are all over the place.
Exactly.
All right, here we go.
Connolly's Plumbing and Heating is out of Scarborough, Maine, and they have been in business for over 30 years. Ed, which happens to be one of our drivers here in the Maine Sim Racing Series, is their master plumbing and heating technician. Whether you're having issues with your plumbing and heating systems and need 24-hour emergency services, or if you're going to do a new construction and need a bathroom put together or a new heating system installed, they can take care of you. They also do services on oil tanks. If you need any services on your plumbing and heating systems, be sure to contact them today. Their phone number is 207-883-2213. We thank them for supporting the Maine Sim Racing Series, and we hope you can support them.
All right.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
We both started at the same time. It's Connolly's Plumbing and Heating, 24-hour emergency services, unless they're on the racetrack. Then they'll be, a couple minutes late.
Well, they probably got. I'm sure they got somebody in there covering the shop.
Oh, more than likely, but
it's more fun. More fun to play with. That's right.
All right, and 83 Media and recording is officially banned. Blue cheese is better than barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah, no, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with
that's a nope.
No, yeah,
that is a nope.
Take that.
Yeah, Matt Mingo, take that
exactly.
Exactly. Blue cheese is.
Yeah, it's not even close to true.
That's just not okay.
No, it's not. Unacceptable.
Not okay.
The only thing. No, I'm not even going to say that. Okay, possibly the only thing that blue cheese is better than barbecue sauce is possibly as a salad dressing, and I'm not even sure that that's the case.
Depends on that depends on the barbecue sauce,
right.
I guess.
Yes, exactly, right? Plus, there's all types of barbecue sauces, too. You know, you go into the Carolinas, and they got that mustard, and you go in the, like, Tennessee area, and, well, not Memphis, but, like, other parts of Tennessee, and they got that real vinegary, thin red sauce. That would be a good salad dressing. You know, you got the sweet sauce in Memphis. I used to be a barbecue guy, by the way. I was I had a barbecue team and competed a lot.
Oh, competitive. Yeah, I watched those. That's actually what made me buy a smoker.
Well, I was on Food Network a couple times.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've watched a few of those barbecue competitions because.
Yeah,
awesome.
I qualified for Memphis in May one year. The only year I tried to qualify, because that's a big deal to try to qualify for that. So I qualified for Memphis in May, and ended up finishing 4th in pulled pork shoulder. Yeah, that wasn't bad. That paid pretty good, and won several state championships and stuff like that.
Nice.
So session's still not up yet?
It just went up.
Okay.
I was letting you finish your barbecue story.
Well, I got plenty of stories, folks.
Who doesn't love barbecue?
Storytelling Jim. I got all kinds of stuff. You ain't even begun to hear them. Okay. Why did I lose? Oh, there we go. All right. So we're gonna put the little static picture back up, and we'll see you guys in the last.
Connolly's Plumbing and Heating is out of Scarborough, Maine, and they have been in business.
All right, and here we are gearing up for our last chance qualifier as we head into this final section. Oh, Connolly's Plumbing started up again. Now, there we go. Bottom gets tight quick today, says DeSanto. Yeah, I could see that. These cars, I mean, especially compared to the Legends cars. 83 Media recording. How's everyone doing? Well, I was doing okay until the blue cheese comments, and
Right.
now I'm just sad.
I'm with you there all the way.
I need my.
I'm still
my
struggling.
sauce.
I'm still struggling with that. I really am.
Oh, funny. But yes, we are getting ready here. It will be a little fun one. I'm excited for this. So we got David Greenleaf, Brandon Fogg, Owen Bridges, Roy Sprague, and Rick Emery are going to take.
And we've got four qualifying from this, right? Oh, 5 of the
all
6.
5. Everyone will make it through.
Oh, there's 6. Oh, no, Caleb's. Okay.
Yeah, Caleb won't be racing it, but.
So everybody makes it. So this is just for position.
Yeah, exactly. So this will just come down to who gets placed where in the final group. They will have the most amount of work to have to maneuver through.
Yes. Look, Greenleaf's a man after my own heart. Look. 2 hot dogs right on the front of the car.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I do love a hot dog.
I know, right? Oh.
With barbecue sauce,
so DeSanto was talking about the bottom getting tight. That I could certainly see that, and it looked evident because if you got off the bottom, it looked like it even got tighter. Because that last couple of races, man, it didn't seem like anybody could hold their car on the outside at all.
No, it was looking a little dicey for a few guys.
Yeah,
once they kind of got to that outside lane,
it just seemed very one grooved, and that's going to make for a long 250 if these guys can't run too wide around some of it. Usually you can run too wide around this track. You know what? Well, I never do.
It could entirely just become how the car is set up with this is just not ready for it.
So it says, 87 degrees track temperature. That's certainly
not a little
warm. Nah, it's not that bad though. I mean, it shouldn't.
Depends. Is it Fahrenheit or Celsius?
No, that's if it's Celsius, tires are melting.
Yeah.
No, I think. I mean, that shouldn't be that bad.
No.
Here we go.
Oh, the green light. Oh, Sprague immediately tries to go on the outside.
No, I think
doesn't.
Who's that? Brandon Fogg, 81. I think he got a bad start or something.
Yeah, it looked like he did, but yeah, then Roy Sprague tried to go around the outside real quick on him and just was not able to hold that. Greenleaf did take the lead. He is holding on from Owen Bridges. And you have Eric Emery, Brandon Fogg, and then Roy Sprague there as it goes. But Greenleaf does get himself a nice clean jump.
Here, I'm going to go back to that and see real quick. Oh, no, probably not that far back. I don't need to quite go that far back. Where was it at around here? No, not there either. Yeah, there you go. Watch it. Let the pit car or the car dive off here. No. Don't mind me, folks. We'll eventually get there.
It does look like Emery actually trying to make a move.
Well,
Fogg trying to make a move on Emery right away here.
See, Roy didn't have a choice but to jump out there because Fogg didn't get going. That's what I was thinking. All right, but we're back up here. Let's see what we got going on now. I just wanted to see that because that looked really weird. All right, so up front we're good. We got Greenleaf out in front. Owen chasing him down.
Yeah, and then you got Brandon Fogg had just made a move on Eric Emery there, and he got himself up into P3.
Yep. Let's see. I'm coming back to Brandon. Yep. He seems like he's settled in now, back in third after that little mishap on the start there. either he missed the flag or maybe he was in the wrong gear, you know, or something like that.
Yeah, it's entirely possible. Yeah, I think because they were waiting for the green flag, so he just might started a touch late.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh, I've done it all the time.
It's not half as bad as I gassed it up in first gear one time and turned it into the wall right in front of the entire field.
Ooh, yes, that's always a fun one. I remember in another one I was casting for NASCAR, they were doing a road series or road circuit on what is that? Not Watkins Glen, Road America.
Oh.
And right at the start finish line, the guy in P1 was first gear, shifted, instant right turn into the wall, bounced right back, and basically because that start finish line isn't very wide at that point, and basically blocked the whole track.
Yeah, I did.
Wasn't the best.
I don't remember where I was at, but I did it somewhere. Gassed it up and right in front of the whole field. I was on the pole, gassed it up in front of the whole field, right turned it right into the wall. Yep.
Yeah, that'll always end your day pretty quick.
Yeah, it was. Well, I'll tell you what, I couldn't have got any madder. And then it was right after the new damage model came out, so they said they couldn't fix it. So I didn't even get a lap in. Yeah, it was horrible.
That sounds like my my venture into IndyCar ovals. I ran 2 races for a combined, I think it was 6.5 laps.
Oh, congratulations.
Right? Yeah. First one got completely sideswiped right into a wall. And then the second one, a guy spun out, saw the smoke, went to the bottom, and he didn't hold his brakes. Spun right down, kept going, rolled right in front of me as I was trying to go by. Car went right through the back rear of my my rear spoiler, sent that into a wall. And yep, that was it.
Hey, talk about spread out, man. These guys have just, I think we ought to throw a competition caution just to get them all back together, since they're all going to transfer anyway. Throw a competition caution.
So we got Greenleaf, Bridges, Fogg, Emery, and Sprague all fighting their way through. All these guys will make it through, just kind of going for your final positions there to see who gets to go through where. And who will get to sit where as we make our way through to the next section here. 8 laps to go. David Greenleaf having himself just a nice casual Saturday drive with a little bit more speed. Maybe.
Yes, maybe.
I don't know.
Well,
he might drive like a demon off track too.
Run through the field here down to Roy.
Yeah, Roy Sprague, he's having himself a nice little race.
He's riding around back there by himself.
Yeah, could be worse.
Yeah, they weren't much for action in this one. They just decided to spread out and take their transfer spot and move on.
Yeah.
Turn the driver details on, it would even tell us who we're riding with here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, make sure everyone else knows what's going on. It's funny, these cars don't get going as fast as the Legends. You can see on that, we're hitting at, what is that, about 80? I guess maybe a little faster. I was thinking kilometers, that was the problem.
Yes.
I was like, they're not getting as fast, but yes, you're in KPH.
Well, I mean,
why.
obviously these cars are, these are, I think these are 350 crate motors. I don't know exactly how much horsepower they have, but probably right around 400, something like that, probably. This is a comfortable package meant to provide decent racing, but keep the field relatively close. Last lap here. I'd like to tell you guys there was some action, but here we go. So they're not blisteringly fast cars, but it's the kind of stuff you can run the engine for a whole year or two, and we got Greenleaf and Bridges and Brandon Fogg. And here comes Emery and Sprague. Everybody transferring. So we've got finally got our field set now. Yeah, so this whole package is designed to be able to run a year or two on those motors and stuff like that. So, these aren't terribly blisteringly fast cars. The super late models now are fun because you can gas those up and they can get away from it.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, they can.
The modifieds that they ran here in this series too, those are fun.
Yes. I know I need to do some more of those Waylands, the modifieds and
Yeah.
stuff. I do want to try those out, but we do have Greenleaf in with us now after a seemingly comfortable race to getting P1 for the last chance qualifier, and that'll help put him in a little bit of a better position. How was that one for you?
It was a lot better when I realized I had my brakes in the wrong spot. Had way too much front brake in it for the whole heat. So
that'll make it fun anyway.
Yeah, it was way better of a car that time.
So I don't know exactly what your starting position is going to be, but it's obviously going to be back a little bit in the field. Yeah. So you got a strategy mapped out for that already, or are you just going to kind of play it by ear? What's your thoughts? Tell everybody your strategy since the entire field is watching the broadcast at the same time.
I'm just gonna do what I always do on iRacing and start in the back and work my way to the front like I tend to do. So I'll see Joey and Adam in the front at the end of this, I'm sure, as long as I don't wreck out.
Well, it's going to be a decent sized field, so it's definitely going to take some probably a little bit of luck to avoid some of the incidents early on until the field gets thinned out a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's Oxford too, so you just got to be patient.
Right.
250 lap race. So.
Yeah. So you got anybody you want to shout out to since we got you in here?
I gotta say hi to my family at Wiscasset Speedway. Best track in Maine. Gotta say hi to all the guys in the group Discord. My buddy Logan and my grandfather. I'm sure they're watching. But other than that, I just gotta shout out to my real sponsors: Primo Glass and Vape, and Dunton's Doghouse, and Hawk Motors.
All right, man. Well, we'll hopefully be talking to you in an hour or so, 2 hours, whatever it takes to finish this thing.
Yeah, try 3. These guys don't like to race clean. It's gonna be wild.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll see. Then maybe they'll race clean for at least the first half or something,
Nah, I'd rather have the second half. Work my way through the front.
All right, man. It was good talking to you. We'll hopefully get to talk to you again soon.
Hey, thank you.
All right. All right, so we're done with we got the field set now.
That's all the heats and everything like that. So we've got a couple of minutes here while they set up the final set here. We will have a little bit of practice. I think it's going to be a couple of minutes just to get everyone sort of that's been sitting around for a bit, especially from that first heat.
Yeah, right.
Give them some time to kind of get everything moving and grooving again. Obviously, you don't want to just hop in and.
So how long did it take us to get through all of those 4 heat races and the last chance? Hour and a half-ish? Yeah, about an hour. About an hour and a half.
Hour and 40 minutes with everything. So
that's
terrible.
Not too bad. No, that's not too bad. Heck, I had an hour English today, please. I had an hour mapped out just for breaks in between the sessions. So yeah, we didn't have to do that way, which is great. And so yeah, we moved along pretty nicely. And I guess it's strictly going to depend now on how many people want to play clean early and just knock off some laps.
Yes, exactly. Just kind of allowing people to sort of run their routes and keep out of trouble, and we'll see how cleanly they all decide to go. As I believe the session is going to be up right away here. So we'll just have a little bit of a time to jump on in.
All right.
All right, and we are back for the feature race. We're just getting everybody kind of situated in, making sure everyone's paying attention. DeSanto getting his first roses on TikTok today. He did post that, and that was hilarious. It is open now. Yes, we are all here, letting everyone kind of do their laps, getting in, getting ready to go, so we know who's functional and who is not.
Ethan Guptail decided to blow up his motor that he ran in the earlier races, and so apparently they're going to have a new power plant in there for the feature tonight. Probably some illegal hot motor.
Gotta add that, yeah. The one where the officials aren't quite able to fully assess what's in there.
Right. Well, you know, he probably paid off the tech guy or something.
I mean, you have to, right? Otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah, I'm sure the seal's not broken on that.
Exactly.
Right,
just trick
see.
everybody.
That's right. Stick it up there and make it look like the seal's still on there. All right, so I guess, let's see. My guess is they're probably going to go, since we're back and ready, they're probably going to go probably to the 10-minute mark, maybe on warm-up, and then go from there. I don't know. Or maybe they had a set time. I'm not sure. Either way, we'll entertain you while we're here.
Yeah, I know everyone was, I think everyone was, kind of doing a lap, making sure that their car was here, it was ready to go. Everyone was paying attention and, functional. So that was kind of their game plan. But it looks like
I'm watching the session
starting,
state.
Though.
They're still in the warm-up state right now, so.
Mm-hmm.
But well, I'm kind of excited for this. How about you? I joined you mid-season and started doing these with you, and obviously had a lot of fun. These guys race hard, and sometimes they're I would say this group, of all the leagues I do, maybe these guys aren't the best of friends. You know what I mean? Like they'll race each other hard and call each other out, just like Greenleaf said. These guys like to race. They don't like to race clean. I mean, that's not the kind of stuff you normally hear in some leagues. And I think that's probably because these guys are all real racers, and, they got a little different mentality maybe than just your average sim racer guy who's hanging out with some buddies in a league, So,
yeah, for sure.
So I think this is going to be interesting this evening. I don't know what time they set this session up in the session itself. I really hope it's, I guess this track has lights. I don't even know. Yeah, we know it does, because they were jumping the light poles earlier.
I think they set it for noon, so it should be
okay. So it'll be daylight. I was hoping it was going to transition, so the track would really change. That would have been fun. Set it to where it starts at like 4, whatever, 5 o'clock or something, where the session would where it would switch over into night, where the track really changes, because then that brings cars to life, and stuff like that. That would have been kind of interesting.
I agree, yeah. Add that little bit of extra.
Yeah, something, like maybe you were fast in the sunlight, but, when the track was hot, but as it cools off, maybe your car's not as, set up as good for that or whatever. Or
It looks like Wyatt is having some connection problems right now.
That's not good. Who was that was blinking earlier? I didn't like the 6 car. Is that?
I think that was Ben.
Ben Burgess,
right?
Yes. 7 car, right? Yeah, 7 car.
Yes.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts car, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I hope he got his connection thing sorted out, because, we'll see. So Mingo says that he wrapped up fast lap. Oh, so that's a point, isn't it, or something, or what? Or some money? No, some money for that, I believe. With a 43.03. A 43.03. Wait a minute, what?
I think it was
he typed 43.03. If that's I could probably do that around here in reverse.
I think the fast lap that I've seen is like 15.
Yeah. No, I'm sure he's playing or something there, but.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he had.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. He's got the slowest of all of the laps.
Nice. They ought to give an award for that too, Matt.
And like significantly, like he is a good. Ooh, what's that? That's about
You can do it. Come on.
30 seconds behind, a little less than 20 something. High 20s.
20 something. Close enough.
20 something. That's close. About 25 seconds slower.
Well, I don't see anybody on the track, so my guess is that they are probably having some sort of pre-race drivers meeting or something before they cut them loose here, telling them to behave. Oh, there goes Vino. Looks like Vino was pulling out of the pits. He was.
Yeah,
I think
Wyatt was resetting his.
Matthew had to go do a little repair, so he just run it up on the light pole there so he could get under it. He forgot his jacks at home. Left the jack stands at home, so he's gonna park it up on the light pole and do a little work on it. I don't know why that cracked me up so much, but it does. Guess I'm easily entertained. I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, I got up too early.
Looks like we are going to be moving on here.
I got up too early this morning, apparently.
Oh, I feel that.
Yep, he got out of there, so he must be getting ready. There goes my entertainment. All right, well, there we go. Yeah, the session just crossed over. All right, let's bring you up a grid here. You ready?
I am. This is going to be,
You got it here. Come on, you can do it.
A few names here.
Yeah, I'll try to change it for you when I'm supposed to, too. Just have a 21.
All right,
You're all
so
right.
the way it will work out, our grid is going to be Matthew Vanaud, Adam Jocelyn in P2, Joey Israelis in Aiden Murray in 4, Ethan Guptill 5, Tyler Connolly in 6, Ben Burgess in 7th, Matt Mingo in 8th, Dan DeSanto in 9th, Ed Connolly in 10th, Rick Thompson Jr. in 11th, Wyatt DiPietro in 12th. We'll see if he's going to make it back in time. I think he did. Yes, he has. And then Thomas Brackett in 13th, Dustin Staples in 14th, Brian Conover in 15th, Cody Billings in 16th, David Greenleaf 17th, Owen Bridges in 18th, Brandon Fogg in 19th, Luke Emery in 20th, and Roy Sprague in 21. So we will have 21 cars.
What is Emery's first name?
Eric. Why do I keep saying Rick? It's
you said Luke.
Eric. Did I say Luke?
Yeah.
Luke Emery? I don't even know where I got Luke from. Eric Emery.
All right. Yep. So we've got our 21. Looks like everybody is on the grid too. Oh, man, I didn't even get to use my cool little. There you go, Matthew. That's just for you. Showing off the clean, sleek paint job. Not a lot of business on there to hide the paint. And I tell you what, this is gonna be fun.
I'm excited for it.
I tell you what, you look, just read down that top 10, 15, hell, really all the way to the bottom of the field. There's a lot of fast guys in this, man.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few fast guys. I think it's gonna be quite. Sorry. Someone Mingo asked if they are doing the national anthem, and so far they're slowly typing out the national anthem in chat.
Oh, all right. Well.
Yeah, just say can you see is from Aiden, and then Greenleaf said by the dawn's early light, and then that's so far it. But
all right, well,
and then David Greenleaf says, "Have you seen my baseball?" And I have no idea what that's about. So
as
we move on,
I know what that's all about. That's a reference to something about Mary.
Matt Mingo is playing the national anthem.
Oh, there we go. Chat. Should I stand up? I can't hear it, so I guess not.
Oh, no, we're good now.
So
all right.
Let me know who was the Greenleaf that said something about the baseball. So
yes.
So Greenleaf, let me know later if I was right about that. Something about Mary. Have you seen my baseball? Okay, I've definitely been up too long now.
Yeah, I feel that.
You obviously don't know the reference to that movie.
No, never seen it.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. It's actually hilarious. So maybe check that out. All right, we're rolling, guys.
Yeah, as we will head down to the start for the Oxford 250. So we'll have 250 laps around this basically
Cautions.
circle.
Cautions.
No cautions.
Do
Well,
not
cautions are
count.
there, but they do not count towards. So they can refuel. So we don't have to worry about that like we did on Thursday there.
Yeah, I think they actually get 2 sets of tires, I believe.
They do, yes.
So maybe they'll work some pit strategy in here, which we had kind of talked about earlier, you and I, about kind of trying to work on predicting some of that for everybody.
It'll be very interesting how the strategy will sort of kick in as we go.
Right.
All right, and there we are. We are off. And they do have it set up where incident points will matter, but Matthew Vanal does get the lead. Joey Israelson makes a hop up as he gains a position on Adam Jocelyn there. Ethan Guptill up a position. Aiden Murray has dropped one. Ben Burgess up a position as Tyler Connolly has dropped one. But you can see Matthew Vanal getting himself way out in front. He has himself a good little lead there, and then they are pretty much too wide for at least a few cars behind him. It does look like Joey Israelson has gotten himself ahead and a little bit clean.
And Dustin got on the outside there, and it's messed him and who is that behind him there? Is that Wyatt?
Car there.
Oh, 38. Okay.
I think that, if I remember correctly, that is.
I thought it was Wyatt, but okay.
Wyatt,
yeah, but it's his number on the scoring and timing is 88.
Yes, but he runs a 38 for some reason.
Right.
Oh, and that will
like
be
I'm
our
not
first
already,
caution.
Oh, I'm not already confused enough.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what happened here.
I think that's a self spinner.
Yeah, it might have been DeSanto. Oh no, that's not what we wanted. This is probably.
I think it was the 20. Oh. Now they've got the fun little.
All right.
Everything's got to swap around here.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Was it Cody Billings?
No, I think it was DeSanto.
This is after.
Yeah, I think it was DeSanto actually.
Okay, that's where he spawned.
Let
me see if I can. That one did not show up as an incident. So, here we go.
Oh, Rick Thompson Jr. got an EOL though, so
must
have been involved.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh, yep. Yeah, he just kind of spins them.
I mean, see, that's short track racing. Again, I'm not questioning race control in any way, shape, or form, because God knows I would not want the responsibility of doing that, especially in a league like this, that's a lot of real, race car drivers. But, I mean, guy slows up in front of you because of what's happening in front of him. Sometimes it's hard to not get into him, but I don't think end of the line here is a, worst case scenario with this many laps. That's not gonna kill his race. The only negative to being that far back in these things is, there's gonna be cars getting lapped quick.
Yeah,
it's not gonna take that many laps to start lapping cars, and so that would be my concern. And then my other concern would be just getting in somebody else's business back there. You're just sitting back there, somebody else wrecks in front of you. Maybe they're not the most skilled driver, and maybe they're not that as fast. That's why they're back there. They get in a little trouble. You get caught up in it, tear your car up. I don't know. It's just, but
as we are actually back green there.
Oh, my bad. Oh,
yeah.
That's all.
Just realized,
I'm just rattling away.
There has been a slight alteration typically with our normal races with these guys. If you cause 2 cautions, that's sort of it for the day there.
Yes.
This one they did 2 cautions and you will get a drive-through penalty. And then if you cause a third, that will wrap your day up. So you get that extra day, or extra day. Get the extra attempt today. So currently we will have Rick Thompson Jr. has his first.
Yeah.
We'll see how that ends up playing out as we continue our way through.
Got Aiden Murray. Yeah, he's Aiden Murray on the outside. Let's see if he can get any business done out there.
Oof.
Oh, man.
Little
He got a nice little run off that outside line. Man.
Yeah, and Israelson and Vinot. That's
the way I've been commissioned to say it, so it's Vano. Yeah, but the problem is Matthew just got outside, and Joey Israelson is going to go underneath him right here. And Matthew slipped up a little bit, and Joey stuck his nose right down there. And the problem is they could freight train Matthew right here if his car's not set up. I wonder if he goes by Matt. But anyway, if Vano gets stuck out there too long, look at him. Well, he's fighting back out there, though.
Oh yeah. No, he's been sticking to the outside, not letting them get away from him. They've been side by side for a good chunk of this.
If nothing else, if they could get away enough, he could at least slot into that second spot if he can't get by Joey. But my goodness, he is giving Joey a heck of a fight. And they're racing each other clean. Joey, you got to give credit too, man. It's not easy to ride, to be fast with a guy tucked on your door like that. So.
No, exactly. And I mean, each one of these laps is for $1. So every lap you lead, you do get, every lap led will equal $1 for the feature race. So these two are dueling it out for a couple extra bucks every lap, which, I mean, I'd go for it.
Absolutely. Yeah. All these guys are take that money and gonna go buy parts for the real race car.
Yeah.
Because
unfortunately,
that's the one important thing about racing is it costs a lot of money.
Yes, it definitely does. It looks like Israelson has now gained fully that P1 position as Vinal is now fighting with Guptill.
Yeah, that was my concern with staying out there and fighting like that. Two things. Roast your tires. Like his tires are probably screaming hot right now. And secondly is they can freight train you out there. One behind another, they stick their nose in there and you can't get down. And you just drift back.
Yeah, and then, as you can see, he's already dropped down now to P4 as Ty Connolly has also made his way up. He just got in the back of he got in the back of Connolly there a little bit when he slotted in down there in fourth place. All right, let's see what we got going on back here. We got any real action happening back here? These guys are running. Of course, there's action everywhere right now. Oh yeah, with everyone there, they're all pretty tucked up. There's a little bit of a gap between P9 and P10 there.
Yeah, you got Ed right here, and then Conover is in the next little group there. There's Greenleaf, and also Owen Bridges. Be interesting to see if Owen got his car fixed up and what was going on with that. After he kind of fell back in his heat race tonight, see if he can bring it back up to the front. Heavy action back here. The 3 wide. Hey, that's Rick Thompson right in the middle.
Yes, he's trying to battle his way back up to the front there.
Probably not where you want to be. 3 wide in the middle, 3 wide at Oxford, but okay, he made it work. Look at him. Oh, he's driving aggressive, man. He's trying to get back up to the front. He's not playing, man.
Definitely putting that effort in and trying to catch back up.
Yeah, we got Brandon Fogg back here and Cody Billings behind him and Thomas Brackett behind them. There's old Adam Jocelyn back there. They're just taking it easy. I know DeSanto said in chat he was going to ride around the back to first half this race or so. So he's just doing his thing. Only problem with that is, I hope he doesn't get lapped doing that, because that can mess your day up. But cautions and lucky dogs, there's probably going to be plenty of that today too. So, there's all kinds of options to stay up there. All right, well, that's kind of a run through the field a little bit. Let's get back up here and see what's going on with Joey and these guys up front. We're clicking them off. We're heading on lap 29 already.
Going by fairly quickly, which is good.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah,
keeping out of trouble. A little bit of a couple of bumps and grinds and stuff, but nothing too
major.
Egregious.
Let's see here these numbers and see if I see anything that looks really exciting. Go back here and take a look at Ed and trying to make a run here on Dustin Staples. Of course, Ed is a prominent sponsor here in this league, and I guess it's him and his son, and there's several of them, I believe, right? It's not just Ed and Tyler, right? And then I know there's several families in here. I know that
Joey. I think Adam Jocelyn is technically is also part of the Connollys as well,
like a son-in-law or something like that, or
something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this is obviously a close-knit group too. Man, what's that going on right there? That's why it's Aiden right on Matt Mingo's bumper trying to get in there. That's a nice little four-way battle right there. Yeah.
Yeah, they're having a nice little duel. This collection of 4 cars, keeping out of trouble.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna do this right here. Let's find out what's going on for real here. Which one of these do I want? Probably gonna guarantee to pick the wrong one. Yeah, that's probably not the greatest. There we go. That's a little better.
They're side by side here of Murray, as he is dueling it out.
Yeah, with Mingo.
Yeah, Matt Mingo on his inside.
Tell you what, you look at that gap ahead. They've opened up a pretty wide margin there. Fighting like this. I'm sure those guys up front are like, y'all stay doing that. We'll just go nose to tail and run away here for a little while.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, they're doing so pretty well.
Yeah, no, he looks like he got that pass.
Mostly out of trouble.
Looks like he got that pass done too. That's a nice job, man. That's a clean pass on the outside here, man, with almost 40 laps on your tires already. That was a nice move. That was pretty impressive right there. All right.
Yeah, as the leaders are starting to come across the
that's
some lap traffic here. I think who's in Roy Sprague, he's now going to be a lap down, but he's running smart, got out of their way, not doing anything crazy.
So you got some guys right here. You got Thompson's all the way back up to 11th already. He's not playing at all. And you got it's Greenleaf right there. I know he's right behind Rick, and Owen and Greenleaf are like hooked together this whole race so far, it seems like. Owen got down on that curb a little bit there. That makes me nervous. That makes me nervous, man. These late models can handle it, though. Yeah. Them Legends, that was rough, wasn't it?
Yeah. Those were a little sketchy a few times.
I know you got your other view on. Keep an eye and look what's going on. I'm gonna stay right here with these with this battle right here a little bit. You got this 5-6 car action back here. They're going 2-3 wide behind these guys too. Oh, God! I thought Owen. Oh, we got somebody off the track over there. 80. Look like maybe Wyatt. How you say his last name? DiPietro.
Yeah, DiPietro.
DiPietro. That seems like a lot of extra letters.
DiPietro.
I don't know if that was that him that went off. Let's see. Yeah, looks like he dropped down.
Like
it was
him.
He
dropped. Yep.
Let's see if I can.
And Greenleaf made a little bit of a connection.
Let me see if I can find where that happened at. Well, no, I don't. Maybe it wasn't him.
Oh, who's?
Oh.
That's Greenleaf getting a little dicey coming out of there, as then he goes up high and
he's washing
pushes
out
on bridges a little bit.
a lot. Yeah, it's like almost like David can't keep his car on the down low now all of a sudden, and Owen's trying to get around him on the outside, and he's, man, I'm gonna tell you what, that is that's what's gonna happen. You keep doing that. That's what I was just fixing to say. You can't you can't push a guy up like that over and over and over again and not expect him to bump you. You know, I got no issue at all with Owen doing that the way Greenleaf ran him there for a couple of laps. I hearken back to the consolation last chance race, and Greenleaf talking about they don't run clean, and then he's pushing for 3 laps or in a row. He's pushing Owen Bridges all off the track practically to hold his spot. All right.
Yep.
Well, okay then.
that'll be a thing. Yeah.
I mean, you know, I don't know if you ever heard that expression, but down south we say that's the pot calling the kettle black.
Oh yes, definitely have.
That's, I mean, I don't know what else to, you know. I mean, that was at first I thought he just couldn't hold it down there, but it clearly looked like he was doing it intentionally. Certainly Owen thought he did it intentionally. So Joey's pulled out to a little bit of a lead now. Almost
he's got about a
second and a half.
Second and a half, yeah. He's
seems like
nice
a minute on these. Seems like a minute on these short tracks. You got Tyler back here in third. They've kind of all spread out here up front. You get down here to Ben and Matthew Vanneau and Aiden. Aiden's making a nice run up. He's of course he dropped back early, but he's his car seeming to come to him a little bit. Mingo's in there getting mixed up, and there Thompson's all the way up to 8th now. So he's
getting Wilson just knocking off $1 laps.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's kind of done that all season, you know. Most of the races I did, that's, you know, he's just lapping up front the whole time. Oh, let's see what's going on back here. Looks like there's a little action happening. Well, somebody's off the track over there. Who is that? That's it's Emery. Emery's running around the outside there. It's like he got out of the way, I think, more than anything else.
Yeah, I think that's because I saw Greenleaf kind of did the same thing, kind of just moving, keeping out of the way of everybody.
I have no more comments for that.
Yeah.
I can't help myself.
Greenleaf and Owen Bridges have had their chat disabled, so whatever was going on there.
Oh, so they were doing it up in chat too?
No idea.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I don't know how other people saw that, but you know, to me it was quite obvious to me what I saw anyway. But that aside, Owen is he's working his way up slowly. He's just now getting into 15th place, I think, and so he's running good. Like you said, we like that pretty green and black, that neon green and black car. Speaking of neon green and black cars, there's DeSanto. He's staying with he's staying on the lead lap and doing his plan like he talked about. It's always good to see a guy stick to his plan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of these get in these races and they just kind of lose focus or get a little, you know, whatever. And then next thing you know, they don't stick to their plan anymore, but he is. But he might want to light a fire under that thing a little bit, because there's a Haas Automotive number 3 coming hard. So,
and he's coming quick too.
Yeah, he is. Well, I mean, Joey's fast. So it ain't gonna take long. You know, the problem is there's nothing wrong with being lapped, but if you don't get a caution flag, you know, then other people get lapped and all of a sudden you're not the lucky dog anymore. See, he turned it up. Look, DeSanto's he was trying to get by Owen. Oh, this is not gonna go well. Let's see. nobody wants to get passed by Joey either. That's, ain't nothing worse than being the leader and trying to lap these guys because none of them want to go a lap down,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll say DeSanto got out of the way there. That was actually clean, and so did Owen.
Yeah, I wonder if DeSanto just didn't realize that he was coming up on him, because obviously there's a... You're in the middle of a battle with one. You might not be 100% paying attention to what's going on behind you.
Maybe not, but I think, there's also, you want to put up a little resistance. You just don't want to get lapped because, like I said, now he's not the first car down anymore. Owen's been lapped, so Owen's ahead of him. Lowen's going to get the lucky dog now unless he brings out the caution. So, yeah, it's tough. That's a tough spot to be in for sure. And I think guys like Guptail and Aiden are going to have a much easier time going through traffic. It's Joey that they're going to really resist because they don't want to go that lap down. Doesn't really matter if Ethan and Aiden pass them, So I think that's the hard part about being a leader in these races is everybody resists you passing them along the way. So you really got to be clean. You got to drive clean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you definitely got to stay nice and clean, which is always a smart idea. Keep yourself out of trouble. Makes life easier when you're trying to get back on.
Some action going on right here. Look at this. Cody and Matt Mingo, they've been kind of going at it for a while too. Looks like Matt got up on the side of him and then kind of flipped back a little bit. Didn't want. Of course, Matt's car wasn't running outside very well all night. Remember, he had that issue earlier where he got outside and started sliding back, and there, yeah, he just does not handle well off the bottom at all.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a little bit of a harder movement out of that, but
yeah,
he's fighting. He's fighting in there.
He's definitely tight for sure.
Yeah.
And with this many people on the track, you can't really change your line. Like you can't start running a diamond line, or anything like that, because every time you swing out to run the diamond, somebody dives underneath you and you can't finish it off. That's all fine and great for qualifying or something, but you can't really run that line in a race. The thing is, I don't know what Mingo can do to tighten his car up at this point, I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely makes it trickier.
In theory, you could adjust your brake bias a little bit if you're dragging the brake here and maybe get the car to rotate a little more under braking. But I don't know. I didn't drive around this track. They'll get 3 wide right there. Oh, Roy Spriggs, I don't want none of that.
Yeah, he immediately was like,
I'm good now, but I'll back out of that. I don't blame you, Roy. I wouldn't want any of that either. Yeah, Mingo's struggling, man. That's even on the bottom. He can't even get it to the bottom anymore. It's so tight, he can't even get it to turn down at all. Does it look like his tires kicked out more than everybody else's? Like he's running a lot more. What is that? Camber? That's camber, right? I don't know the difference between caster and camber. I can't remember which is which.
I think that's camber.
Yeah. Look how cambered his tire is compared to some of these other guys.
Maybe he hit that post.
Yeah, well,
he did
adjust it earlier. That's right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it looks. I don't know. It seems to stand out on his car more, unless he's got a little front end damage where it pushed that metal in and it's just showing it more. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Matt's struggling. That's unfortunate. Go back up here and see how these guys are doing. So Aiden's all the way up into second place now. Look at this.
Yeah, he's been having himself
he's running. No,
race, he's staying out of trouble.
Well, his car has been hooked up. Remember, he drove it on the outside and just powered around somebody earlier. Yeah, his car is flat hooked up right now. And it appears the longer he's going on these runs, the better his car likes these tires. Which is really nice.
Really be loving those.
Yeah, the older his tires are getting, they just seem to still be like he's turning it right to the bottom, no problem. I tell you who else it seems to look like was getting it to the bottom there was Ben Burgess behind him in that Dunkin' Donuts car. He he looks like he's still able to turn it to the bottom pretty easily. You're starting to see a lot of these guys running the line up off the bottom because they can't get there anymore. The car just won't turn down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's looking a little sketchy for some of them, but
I'm not gonna lie to you,
Aiden.
Aiden's car looks fast, man.
It does, as he is actually looking to make him. Oh
Yeah,
no, sorry, that's
that's
Conover
Santos.
that's going around him.
No,
I
he's
was like,
passing.
wait a minute,
That
what?
was the Santos he was passing, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Joey's kind of checked out. He's all the way up. Holy cow. He's lapping.
Yeah,
he's lapping the 8th place car right now.
And now on the chase for 7.
Yeah. Wow. I tell you what, there's a few names missing from this top 7 that I thought for sure would be up there.
Yes.
Oh, somebody's who's pitting. Owen's pitting.
Okay.
So Owen's already in the pits. All right. Well, it's a long green flag run. I mean, thing is, everybody's got their own idea of a strategy. It looks like who was that on the bottom? Is that Guptail's pitting also? I believe so. Yeah. Tyler Conley's pitting now. So these guys are coming in for some freshies.
Not sure what's going there, but Guptail and Conley are both in.
Yeah, they're in.
Well.
Yep. Yeah, I think they're just looking for some fresh rubber at this point. At this point, you got to hope it's just going to stay green for those guys, right? Because if it doesn't, then they're going to be lapsed out. So,
yes.
And I tell you what, I'm really curious to see when we do get a caution, assuming that we do get one, when you put Aiden right on Joey's bumper, and I would love to see, how they're going to run together. And Thompson's fast as hell too. Thompson's all the way back up to 4th place, and he had an end of the line on the last caution.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
I mean,
he's battled his way again, sort of quietly, staying out of trouble, and that's, 90% of what you have to do per race is just, most of it's stay the heck out of trouble.
Yeah, stay off that curb too. He just hit. Yeah, no, he's having a good run, man. Jocelyn's having a good run. Nice run by Jocelyn. You remember we checked in with him earlier in the race. He was back there in like 17th, 18th, 19th when we popped in on him earlier. He's strongly driven his up to the front. Thomas Brackett's having a good race. Hadn't talked about him much at all. But, he kind of, I think, slid back a little bit in his qualifying heat. But car seems to be running nice right now.
He's been having a good smooth little drive there for him. Good.
Yeah, when we don't mention your name, that's probably a good thing for the most part.
I think Israelson's now past P8.
Yeah, he's past.
Pietro is actually
Yeah, he should be past P8.
I think he's up to P7. He's chasing down P6 now.
I believe that's correct. With the pit stops, it's getting weird a little bit, but on our timing and scoring thing. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, right now, well, if you look on the tower on the actual broadcast, he's past 7th. 7th is 1 lap down, Billings. So the next car would be the 31 of Thomas Brackett.
Man,
but
he's doing okay. Yeah.
I mean,
terrifying.
No secret that dude's fast, See, it looks like Mingo must have pitted, huh? Did Mingo pit? No, he has not pitted.
No, Mingo has not.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah, on 82.
82. I was wondering how Mingo was driving around Joey. I'm like, okay, what's happening here? All of a sudden, Matt found it with 80 laps on his tires. No, that makes sense. But yeah, no, Joey's running. Man, what a race! Oh, somebody just went around right there. I think that was Owen Bridges.
Bring out that caution. That's Owen Bridges. Yeah, he had a little spin. Looked like it might have been himself, like a self-inflicted one.
I don't know. Look who's behind him.
Yeah,
the two guys.
Let's see.
2 guys. Oh man, they're gonna park Greenleaf for that. They're gonna park him for that. I guarantee you.
Well, no, that's only the second one. You get 3 this time.
That was an intentional wreck on the guy he was having a beef with earlier, though. I think that guy might take precedence. I don't know what their rules are about that, but we'll see. I'll put it this way.
We'll have to...
If I was race director, he'd be parked right now. That's just me.
Yeah,
so
it'll
obviously
definitely be a question. There could be questions asked.
Question. It's obvious what just happened. You're being too nice.
Yeah, I get told that a lot.
No, I mean, look, I'm just calling it like I see it. I got no bias, I got nothing against, him at all. I call it like I see it, and that's what I see there, So, I have. It's probably too late for all that. These guys are already probably coming out of the pits by this point. We'll just let it settle out here. So I obviously got Owen's not going to overreact to this, I don't think. You want to have some fun? You want to pull Owen Bridges into the chat right now and chat him up during this caution?
Probably not. I don't think that's that'll be a fun conversation.
Come on now.
No. Seems like it would be a spicy talk, if you will.
Yeah, well.
Although,
I'm not sure what Owen is doing right here.
The other issue is I don't think any of them are actually in the Discord. They tend to all have, they all have their own little
Why
things.
is Owen just like, is he waiting for his spot or what's he?
I think, he had dropped back, just kind of allow a couple people that were not as lap down as he was to get back into position.
Well, I mean, he is a lap down, right, or no?
He's a couple laps down.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. He's about 4 laps behind.
Put this back.
So yeah, everyone's kind of reshuffling to get themselves back into positions.
Part of the problem is that your glorious leader over here still had it on replay. So now we can at least see. Hey, I'm a champ. All right. So we're probably pretty close to going back to green here. So
I think so.
I mean, Greenleaf is out.
Oh, Greenleaf is done, hey?
Yeah. I mean, you can't do that, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure Greenleaf's a good guy and all, but you can't do that. Greenleaf in chat.
What do you say? I guess I can't.
If we're back green again while you're reading that. We're back green again. Obviously.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Israel's in with Adam Jocelyn, who we haven't really mentioned him too much today. But
no, I mean, he's having a good, clean. Oh, who's that blinking? That's Aiden blinking. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, he's had a couple of little blinks. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, they were too
one
bad.
here or there.
Oh, man. Adam Jocelyn just slid up the track. Big time.
Looked like he got a little squirrely coming out of there. But Israelson doing his thing, taking over. I want to say he's led the majority of this race.
I got to give Greenleaf his credit. That was that was pretty funny. Now, the question is, does he really see it that way, or does...
I don't know.
Well, yeah, well.
We'll have to see.
I mean, like I said, I call it like I see it. I got nothing against David at all. I have no issues with him whatsoever. But from that particular move, based on what happened earlier, that was probably the right call.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that that kind of plays into that, where not really what you want to have happen, but happens.
And these lappers here, they're having some fun. Look at this back here, would you? This mess.
Oh, yeah.
about 10 of them here, 2 by 2.
Yeah, that's they're nice and snuggled in there.
They are snuggled up.
Getting a little tight. That was a little close.
Thank you, David. I appreciate that. No hard feelings, man. I got nothing against you at all.
Not at all.
I can't lie. In that same situation, I might have done the same thing, and I'd probably be sitting right where you are right now. If I'm being honest. You know, if I get a beef with somebody, I will have been known to retaliate before. I even got protested in in an official race for that.
I think I've only been protested once so far.
At Le Mans, the guy was driving me hard and kind of bouncing me as I was going down the straightaway. He was like door checking me, you know. So we got to the first chicane. Oh, hang on to it there. Oh, Mingo.
Mingo trying to go off-roading. These cars, this is not the dirt race there, Matt.
No,
you want to stick to the road if you can.
Yeah, Matt, that lane out there is not near as fast. Banking's going the wrong way.
Yeah, wrong direction.
Indeed. Look at these three here, though, man. Tell you what I want to do. I want to get some of this right here. Because I got a feeling this is fixing to happen. If I could just figure out how to work these cameras one day. One day.
You'll get it all sorted just in time for us to not need them.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's what I felt. That's the one I wanted right there. On board with Thompson sitting here in 4th place after going into the line earlier. And, you know, into the line, back up to 4th, you know, he got all the way back up in the field without a caution. That's hard to do. You know, usually if you're back there, you make up a couple spots, you get a caution, you know, and it helps you, you know. And no, he made up all those spots without a caution. So I'm just kind of curious to see. Obviously, see Joey out there sailing off into the sunset. And then you got the battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right here together. And I guess Brackett is a little behind. He's got his own little battle going on with Jocelyn, who slipped back there after the restart. He washed up high and kind of slid back a little bit. Probably made his tires a little angry. I tell you what, if these guys go to fighting too much, Joey will be lapping the whole field.
Yeah. He seems to be almost.
Yeah, well, he's got, as of right now, we've got, we're back to 7 cars on the lead lap because I guess we got the lucky dog, which I didn't see who the lucky dog was. I guess it was probably Billings, though, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, Billings, I believe, was the lucky dog. You know, that's the problem with Joey, man. If he gets out in front on you like that, you know, I mean, he's fast, man. And he's consistently fast. That's the thing. There's a few guys in here that are fast, but they, you know, maybe can't run that lap every time. And then there's a few guys in here that are fast and can turn those same kind of lap times over and over and over again. And he's definitely,
you try and track him down, it's just not happening.
No, not when they got clean air. There's nobody pressing them from behind. They're not having to drive defensive. You know, all these guys here have to drive somewhat defensive. They can't fly it up off the bottom too much, or somebody's going to go right by them, you know?
Yeah, and then it gets a little dicier from there.
Tell you what, that's Jocelyn right there? No. Is it? Yeah, it is Jocelyn, huh? No, 14 is not.
Nope, that's
that's Guptail. Okay, he lapped down. I was like, that's not that's not Jocelyn. Jocelyn's got the white 83 or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the 88 on the
88 on the track. Yeah. You guys are killing me with that, by the way. I'm too old to remember all them numbers. Y'all know I can't count if I don't. Oh, we got a caution. Thomas Brackett. You get a little help here, or? Oh, yeah, a little bit. I think he's gonna do a little repair work. He's gonna have to tow from that. Look, He's going to end up having to tow.
It doesn't look like he's got much.
No, he got it.
cash.
He got it. Yeah,
Oh,
he
I
got
did. Okay.
it. Yeah, the problem with that is right there was I think he slowed because Owen Bridges was going around him on the outside, and he thought Owen was going to come down in front of him, and I think he just lifted a little early or whatever, and that's all it took to have whoever that was DeSanto, I think, got into the back of him there. Yeah, I would call that a racing thing. Yeah, I don't think that was anything more than just a racing incident. Wait a minute, why is it's freaking out with the lap cars. I was like, why is Rick Thompson? Did he drop the fifth? No, okay, there it is. All right, no, it's squaring away now.
Yeah,
I get confused enough easily without that help.
Yeah, DeSanto just was getting the lucky dog, so he was going for a quick little drive around there.
Yep. Huh, so it worked out for him. Remember earlier we were talking about he didn't want to get lapped and his strategy was to ride in the back, and we were kind of contemplating his whole situation earlier about how he got passed, and then Owen got passed in front of him, and so he wasn't going to get the lucky dog. And look, here we are now. Bam, DeSanto's back on the lead lap. His strategy's working. We're 125. We're exactly halfway. Good thing I noticed that. We're exactly halfway in this race right now, and DeSanto's on the lead lap, right where he wanted to be, executing his plan perfectly.
Yeah, he's running well. Staying, like you said, staying out of trouble, just moving forward.
Absolutely is executing his plan to perfection right now. This is exactly what he said in chat that he wanted to do, and he's getting it done. Well, congrats to him. I mean, and I'm sure, obviously, we're focusing on all kinds of things and all, different cars and people and what have you, and what are they waiting on the pace? Probably waiting on the pace car, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Vanneau's like, hey, man, I'm going to pick up a few extra spots here if y'all don't mind.
Yeah. Get himself a little...
Sneak on in here and unlap myself. So, but yeah, so congrats and props to DeSanto for, announcing his strategy beforehand and sticking to it. And at the 125, all right, are we going backwards? Because now we're at 124. I'm very confused.
It'll do that every time they pass the line, and then it goes back up again.
Oh. Anyway, so yeah, props to him for working his strategy. Look at Vanneau. Where's he going now? Oh man, is he getting a lap back too? Oh no, he's just probably going around to go to the end of the line, so they're not in front of the leaders, I'm guessing.
Believe so, yes.
Yeah, well, he's got to wait, I guess, till it tells him to pass the pace car, or otherwise he's going to get a black flag.
Yeah.
But if he gets a black flag, we've got race control to clear it. They're holding. Oh, that's right. Cautions don't count. That's what happened.
Yeah.
So every time it clicks over, they click it back. I'll figure this out. We're only about 3 hours into this broadcast at this point. I'll get it eventually.
Yeah, right. Don't need to.
It's close enough. They'll figure it out. All right. Looks like we got them formed up here. We might be going. Oh, here we go. Let's give them a little crank it up. Well, that didn't last long. Y'all killed my crank it up. I don't appreciate that at all.
Yeah.
Man, I was fixing to give the millions watching here the excitement of having to jump up and turn their TVs down.
Surprise.
Right? Well, if you should see my timing and scoring, you try to figure out who caused this caution. There's like 37 people in red. It's they probably threw it because Vanneau is not in the right spot yet. Vanneau never got in the right spot. I bet you Matthew was like, hey, I'll take this one behind Joey. If I can get by him, I'll unlap myself.
Yeah, right.
I'll
It's
try
like,
that.
yeah, we'll go with that. Sure.
Yeah, that'll work. I'm right behind the leader. I'll take that. I'm sure that's what it was, though. All right. Looks like he's back in his proper spot now. All right. So on this next green flag, I'm going to attempt to give you guys a crank it up.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, oh. There's Aiden coming on back up. Man, I'll tell you what a fantastic run he's had tonight. You know, I've called this series, you know, I don't know how many races now with you. And, you know, I don't really recall his name that much, you know, but he's having a super run tonight.
Yeah, he's having a nice little run.
Nice one. All right, here we go. Let's try crank it up again. I can't lie, right before that last camera switched off from that ground view, I really wish it would have stayed there because it looked like somebody was about to run right over the top. Okay, that's not good.
Each one of them. Oh,
I had a bad blink there. I think that was on me. And what's going on with Joey Israelison's thing? Look, it's see if it's like that for everybody. Oh, it is. Let me refresh that. See if I
looks, yeah.
Maybe fix that, turn it off, and reload the overlay. Huh. That's interesting. Man, Joey's gone again. Golly, man. Yeah, he puts a second and a half on the field like instantly.
Mm-hmm. And he is gone.
Oh, yeah, he's out of here. And these three aren't even battling behind him. It's not like that they're, you know, grinding on each other and letting him get away. They're all running single file and he's getting away.
Yeah, he's just...
Tell you what, let's
go quick.
Go back here and see what's going on right here, because this is actually a very important battle right here. You got Matthew Vanneau, who right now is the lead car that's a lap down, I believe. Yes. Oh, he's 2 laps down, but they'll still be getting their laps back. So if there's a caution. So you got Vanneau and Guptail. Where's Guptail getting wrecked by DeSanto back there? Not really, but DeSanto slid up and hit him. And so that's going to put both them back a little bit. But so DeSanto's on the lead lap, though, so I guess Guptail should be giving him some room. So, yeah, we got Vanneau and Guptail, who are battling for the lucky dog spot to try to get back one of their laps. And also Conover is right there, is also in. No, Conover is on the. Yeah, no, he's in with them too. So those three and Mingo are your 4-way battle for the lucky dog spot back there.
Mm-hmm.
Which is obviously important. If we get a few cautions in a row, next thing you know, bam, you're back on the lead lap, you know? So back up here to these guys again. But I'm going to keep an eye on that 4-way battle there for that lucky dog spot, because that's going to be important to somebody.
Oh, definitely. I mean, get your extra chances for a few dollars depending where you finish in this. That could definitely come back.
If your car's okay and you just got caught out or whatever caused you to be off the lead lap, you know, if your cautions fall right, you could end up being on the lead lap and really make some money. you know, on the last few, 10 laps of the race or something.
Yeah, exactly. So
Well,
gotta be smart.
You can, Joey Israelison, well, Aiden Murray can thank Joey Israelison, because Joey is boring out here running by himself. So we don't have not a lot to show here. So Aiden's getting all the TV time. And Rick Thompson, of course. Rick Thompson should have put that Legends paint scheme on this car with the big eyes and stuff.
Oh yeah, the Tonka car.
Yeah, he called it something else though. I don't remember what he called it, but when they tried to push him over, it still cracks me up. How's Ben doing here? Oh, he slid back a little bit. And Matthew Vanneau seems to still be running in that lucky dog spot. Oh, Matthew Vanneau's got a nice little gap there between him and Conover, so you just got to hold on and hope for a caution. That'll help get.
Just gotta be smooth.
Oh, Ethan Guptail. Ethan Guptail had to pit.
Oh.
It doesn't show it on my timing and scoring. Oh yeah, 100 lap 141. Yeah, he did. Okay. Okay. I don't know what happened there. He's still in there? No. Oh, he's gone.
Wait, who's gone? Wait.
Ethan Guptail.
Oh. Interesting.
He was right there battling for the lucky dog a minute ago. Now he's gone.
Yeah. Weird. Okay. Well,
I wonder what happened there. I wonder if that was the fact that he entered pit lane and then disappeared would tell me that, it was not like a connection issue as much as maybe something in real life. And he figured, well, I'm not exactly headed for any big high quality finish here or anything, and decided to park it maybe.
Oh, maybe that still seems a little weird.
Yeah, no, right. I mean, it does, especially for what race this is and everything. But, sometimes real life calls, ain't nothing you can do about it.
That's also true. Yeah. Every once in a while, you just kind of have to.
Yeah, because he was right there.
Accept that you're not happening.
Well, that's when I started looking for him, when I realized the huge lead that Vanneau had because it was Guptail who was second for the lucky dog, So I started looking for him, and I'm like, okay, he's in the pits. Let me click on him. And then the camera went to scenic, and then I knew that means he wasn't on the screen. So you got Tyler Conley in pitting right now. I guess he's figuring, wonder if he can make it from here. Wonder if he's got something up his sleeve. He's going to try to, ride it out with from this point and see if he can make it. How far down is he? He's significantly down. He's in the four plus lap down range.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you got a chance to come. I think if you're 2 laps down, like Vanneau and Conover and Mingo, I think there's potential for you to get back on the lead lap. It's going to take a couple of cautions, and the problem is the field is thinning out, and the guys that are 4 or 5 laps down aren't really racing as hard now. They're getting out of the way.
Yeah.
So it's not as likely that we're going to have as many cautions from here. So it's getting tougher and tougher every lap that passes for these 3 to have any shot of, a really decent finish. But hell,
yeah, exactly.
I mean, ninth place isn't the end of the world. Which is where Vanneau's sitting right now.
Yeah. And I mean, it's some good money still, like you'll get, and you just gotta keep it smooth. That's gonna be your biggest issue, is just trying to make sure that you're not having too many problems. We're getting too terribly messed up or anything like that.
So my question is now, where is Thomas Brackett? He's just coming out of 4, right? So hard to tell here, man. Yeah, I think that was 4. All right, now let's see where Joey Israelison is. Can we see him anywhere? So 31 is Brackett. Where is Joey? Right behind him, huh? Not far behind him. There's Joey.
No, he's not far.
Yeah, I think that Brackett is right in front of Owen there, if I'm not mistaken. That's actually a pretty good gap back to him still. Yeah, there comes Joey in the background, but so it's not that he's not that far behind. It's the next pack of cars he's going to catch is Brackett now. You see where Joey is. Look, I'm going to put back the Brackett here. There's Brackett, and there's Joey in the background coming. So he's closing in on starting to lap the eighth place car again. As a side note, man, I make some good lemonade.
We all got to be known for something, right?
Yeah, you know. Made me a big old tall glass of raspberry lemonade. That's what's holding me through today. That's what's giving me my go-go juice. Well, that and a massive energy drink I drank right as we came on the air.
Your what is it? It's fat. Your brain needs its fast juice.
Yes, it does need its fast juice. At this point, I need any juice I can get.
Very fair. Very fair.
All the juice I can get at this point. And I hate to just kind of keep the camera here, but there's not, this is like the main battle unless we're going back here and, there's DeSanto, and not that Vano and him are racing, but they are, but they're not. Oh, look at this. I thought that was Joey for a second. I was like, oh, he's coming. These guys running side by side are only going to bring Joey up quicker. Of course, that's probably why they're driving side by side. Like, I don't want to be the next one to pass by him.
Yeah, you're trying to stay out
those
as best you can.
Actually, those are all, that was Dustin Staples. Those cars are all lapped down. But it looks like Staples might be holding up Thomas Brackett a little bit there. And Brackett's still on the lead lap. Well, for a little while if to stay green here. But
yeah, I'm sure super long.
I'm sure Brackett would like to
pretty quick.
I'm sure Brackett would like to get on by. Oh, there's Bingo out there riding that high line again. Hey, don't try the dirt line again, man. That's a tough one. It ain't gonna work for you.
That's a pretty tricky one to try and hold on to when you're out that wide.
Yeah, he's just getting out of Joey's way and stuff, I think. Yep. So okay. Yeah, it's getting closer now. There's Brackett and Joey's just right there. And the thing is, who knows how hard Joey's even driving right now.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Joey, I mean, you got almost a 2.5 second lead. It's more about driving smart and controlled than trying to do anything too crazy at that point, and just
right. Well, you don't want to
necessarily stay out of trouble, but don't cause problems.
Right. Stay out of trouble. Yeah, you don't want to, you don't want to run up on somebody and scare the crap out of them and cause them to wreck you, or whatever.
Yeah, and plus the further you can stay out of problems, the better. So
DK Kilgore's in chat, says he loves the northern guys. Well, these guys are northern. Oh, we got a caution.
Ooh.
Why do I think that this is what? Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Brackett
finally got tired of.
Yeah, he did. We were just talking about that. Yep. Brackett finally had enough of that. Yeah, I was tail end of it. I gotta see if I can find it earlier somehow. That's gonna be hard to do. What's that? Oh, here we go. So let's see. He just, so far so good. Yeah, he's definitely getting held up because you can see him. He charges in the corner and then he's got to go slow. And yeah, I think he finally said, hey, Oh, that was his near hit right there saying, you need to move or I'm going to move you. And, yeah, well, I mean, that's how you're supposed to do it right there. Oh, it looks like he slid up and gave him the room though. All right. Now he gave him a whole lap's worth of room. Look at that.
Yeah.
He went a whole lap in the high line to let you go by, and Thomas didn't go by him. I don't know why I went back so far, but it's interesting to see how this developed. But okay, right here we got the 97 car in there. That's what's going to probably make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, now he takes that look to the inside, and
there it is. Boom.
Just a little. That's the second one, and
or
then
the third one
where he just like grabs a hold of him.
The third one was pretty much a straight up punt. That was. All right. Well, that was the longest replay in history. I should get an award for that or something. Yeah, that was. I don't know. That was pretty close to a punt. The first two were, okay, I see it, I get it, but that third one might have been El Punto there. I don't know, but well, the thing is, I wouldn't have anything to say about it at all, except for Dustin moved up for a whole lap.
Yeah,
it gave him the whole bottom line for a whole lap. I mean, you don't jump in there and take that, then it is what it is, I guess. So I guess DK Kilgore must not be friends with these guys or anything. He might just be tuning in to watch some live racing. So welcome. Thanks for chatting it up in the chat with us. And yeah, these Maine guys, they race pretty serious, man. We're a big long race today.
Yeah, as we do go back green here.
Whoa! Look who's up front! Oh my goodness!
That's going to be, Rick Thompson Jr. got himself an interesting little jump to the lead there.
What did I miss? All right, let me go back here. What just happened? Okay. So how was he? Did they pit? Oh, they pitted. He got out. He didn't pit.
Yes.
Okay. So Joey pitted. Okay. And then, So that was Ben Burgess that spun. Who did he spin though? Jocelyn?
I think that was the 24. No, because Jocelyn's the 88.
Was Jocelyn right there. Yeah. All right, let me go back. I'm slow. I can only watch one thing at a time. All right. So it was the 72 that got spun.
Oh, the 72. Okay.
Okay. That's I was Aiden Murray.
Yeah.
Oh crap, man. He was having such a good run.
Well, he's having a good little run today, so.
Oh, good run. Well,
sure.
he's not off the lead lap. He's only, as far as he can go down right now, is I think 8th place or something.
Yeah, so he'll be back. He'll work his way through.
Yes, but he was up there running in second for a long time. Yeah, I hope he didn't get any damage from that. That would be my only concern, because he was having a fantastic run. Let's see where he's sliding in here. He's slotting in. Guess he's letting the field line up right around him. Back to the leader. I don't even know. I'm sure the leader is Rick Thompson Jr. still. Okay. There's no way the lights are out on the pace car. No, they look like they are. The field's not even lined up yet.
No, I don't think they are. I still see them flicking.
Oh, okay. I was going to go back and see. Look at that wreck again, but I'll stay here. Yeah, right. Chat amongst yourselves. My wife's bringing me snacks. She just saved the entire world.
Just bring you snacks, but didn't bring me snacks?
She did. She hooked me up, man. What a great wife. I knew that beforehand, but now I really know it.
There you go.
Brought me an energy bar, some
morning.
crackers, some Jack Link's Slim Jim type things, and a fresh drink. Now, if she'd have put a little vodka in it, this broadcast would get miles more entertaining.
There you go. Yeah, get the little extra boost you need, right?
That's right. That's right. You know, we just crossed the 3-hour mark, and we're pretty deep in this race, man. And if I'd get back to live, if I'd get back to live, we would even know where we were at in the race, since they just got the green flag and I missed it. I got excited by the snacks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we're coming up on
this is going to be good right here, though. This is going to be really good right here. I tell you what,
Israelson and Thompson. I think Israelson's going to be able to just kind of rip by him, though.
Yeah,
he's had a fast car all day.
Yeah,
and he's already on his inside, and that's going to cause him to have to go back and hop out to the outside.
Thompson's got 80-lap old tires too.
Yes.
No, I don't. Man, Rick Thompson was running in 3rd or 4th, right?
He was 4th, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that I would have pitted with those guys, man.
Yeah, but I mean, I got him the 20 or the couple bucks for
but what is that? You know, that ain't nothing. At this point, when you're 4th and there's 8 guys on the lead lap, of course there's 9 now. Oh, by the way, Matthew Vanneau is now on the lead lap.
Yes, I saw that. Him and Burgess are duking it out a little further back.
Yep, just like what we talked about earlier. Where's DeSanto at? Let's see where his strategy has put him. He's in 4th place now. Smooth running in 4th place, executing his strategy perfectly with, let's see if I can do some quick math here. 67 laps, 66 laps to go now. And we got another caution. Ed Conley? Really?
Now, if I'm Rick Thompson Jr., I probably would head in now.
Yeah, probably before you get too many guys on the lead lap. Up.
Yeah, 38 kind of just hooked him.
Yeah, a little bit. Who was the 38? Who is that? It's the numbers don't match up. It's killing me. I should know their paint scheme by now, but you know. My retention is not what it used to be.
Yes. Yeah, feel that.
Let's see. Trying to figure out who that was.
38. Oh.
Yeah, we don't have a 38 in the field unless I'm overlooking it. No. Yeah, I'm not sure. I could go back and look at it, but never mind. Just saw this thing. Oh yeah, I can. Real quick. All right, so it's the 38.
Oh, it's DiPietro.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's Wyatt.
Yeah, Wyatt.
Okay, yeah. Oh no. The Dunkin' Donuts car, man, Ben. He got involved in that.
Yeah, did not seem very happy about it either.
Well, I mean, he was on the lead lap, and he was, tear up your front end on your car. See if he's going to pit. Did Ben pit? He did not. Yeah. So Rick Thompson did not pit yet either. I guess he's saving those freshies for late.
Yeah, he's going to be hoping for another sort of situation where he'll be able to kind of dive in and get that last minute where everyone else will be kind of burned out of their own tires.
So yeah, we got Rick Thompson Jr. on the outside of Joey Israelson. I guess at this point you got to think is if Thompson can hang on, and then he's going to come in with those fresh freshies, right? With, whatever, 40, 50 laps to go or something, if he gets that chance. That could be a huge opportunity to have significantly fresher tires than Joey, which is exactly the kind of thing you might need to beat Joey, may give you that extra couple tenths you need to run with him,
Yeah, and I mean, that's going to be sort of, you kind of have to strategize your way to the top when dealing with Joey.
Clearly,
he's
yeah.
Just so bloody quick, but I mean, Adam Jocelyn also not really allowing.
No, not at all.
for Rick Thompson Jr. there.
No, he managed to slot in there though. But yeah, that's a tall order there. He's all right though. He's in there. Jocelyn, DeSanto. Boy, DeSanto, man. I'm so proud of him. He announced his strategy, told us what he was going to do, and look, here he is. He's killing it right here.
And doing well.
This race seems like it's playing into his hands. All right, well, let's see here. Just set up.
As you can see, Israelson still holding on to that lead. Rick Thompson Jr. has gotten his way past Adam Jocelyn and is kind of holding on to things. Billings going a little wide on the outside there. Murray trying to fight his way back up to the front as he had a little incident earlier. It looks like Ben Burgess has managed to snag his way back in as well, having less blinking problems, which is always a bonus. I may go on the outside, but he is 6 laps down currently, so he is not quite going to be all the way up there. But have himself a nice little race. Bracket being our last one in P9, that is still on that lead lap. But Rick Thompson Jr., I'm amazed those tires are still kicking. Most of them have swapped out of those, because that would have been an absolute nightmare to have to deal with. And myself, I would not be super stoked to be still using those. Billings now under threat. You can see a little bit of damage on the front. Ben Burgess' car, as he had that collection with Ed Conley there. He's a few laps down as well. All right. Yeah, Jocelyn falling a little bit behind Thompson. Rick Thompson Jr. though.
Looks like it. Oh!
Wow, that's going to cause a yellow right there. You can't, yeah. Right in the nick of time.
Yes, right in the nick of time. But those cameras switched right as it was happening too. The onboard showed it, and then it flipped to the ground cam, went right over the top of it. I would love to tell you guys that I did that, but no, I didn't. It was picking random cameras on its own right there. So let's see. No, not that we didn't already get to see it. But who was that crashed? It was,
I think that was
Cody.
I thought it was Billings.
Yeah, that's after though. Let's see.
Yeah.
Where's this? Way up here. I can't, right? Huh? Is it? Oh, he's already spun there. And this thing, it records everything as a crash and shows it as a crash when they slow up. So
Yeah.
it'll give me like 200 crashes at the same time.
Yep. Ben.
Yep.
Ben he opens up the door a little bit. Ben puts his car there, and then the 24, the 7, or sorry, the 72, the 7, the 22, the other 22. Love how
There was a lot of cars involved in that, actually. That's the biggest wreck we've had tonight or today. Not night yet. I was going to say we're not headed for night at this point, so we're doing a good job. They've actually been running pretty clean today. It's been a good race. So did Thompson hit here? He did.
Yeah, it looks like he did.
He
He's
did.
now down into 6th. There is
So-
Railson and DeSanto up at the front. Matthew Vanoa's back in 3rd.
Boy, he executed it perfectly too, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he's definitely gotten himself in a good spot. We are a back green. Israelson from Vano, DeSanto, Murray, Brackett, Jocelyn, Thompson, Conover, Burgess. Billings is currently in pits, and that will probably put him a couple laps down now.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like that incident probably messed the front of his car pretty good. Well, I'm glad to see Aiden Murray back up in third. Because of the way that whole thing went down earlier, you know. So that's good. I'm glad, happy for him that because he's having such a great run today.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully his car is just as quick as it was earlier in the day. Because I tell you what, I think, you know, I you don't want to say I think he's got something for Joey because that's hard to do, but you know, he's certainly got a car that can run up there with the big boys in the front right now. So I'm happy to see that. Adam Jocelyn, man, just a quiet run, man. Been up there all day, kind of just bouncing around in that top 10. Of course, Rick Thompson, Rick Thompson came up from the back, you know, he was into the line there early in the race and he's back up front and, all right. Well, that was a little blink on my part. If anybody saw that, if you didn't, don't mind me. Talk amongst yourselves. Well, a blink caused a caution. That's all right. Well, there we go.
Apparently.
Got some powerful internet down here in Texas. Was that Cody again? All right. Well, there you go. Oh, there he is.
Okay.
Yep, it was Cody. So I don't know where that puts him. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if
almost came back on.
Yeah, well, that was almost bad. Yeah, hold your brakes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if has he caused any cautions. I'm not sure.
I don't think he.
We probably have some way of finding that out, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, without of course talking to Chris, but I don't, you know, that's not necessarily important, but because I know that our scoring system can show incident points.
Yes, that's about all it'll show.
Don't mind me, fellas. I'm sipping on that wonderful drink my wife brought me. No alcohol involved, I promise.
Not sure if that's a good or bad.
I know, right?
Happy or sad about it.
I know. Ignore the Jimmy Buffett playing in the background and the tall fat guy dancing. And yes, I'm old enough that I'm a Buffett fan.
The Jimmy. Good old Jimmy.
Yeah, my wife's seen him like 100 times in concert.
That's crazy.
I know, right? She's a full-on parrot head for sure. All right, boys, let's get it on. We're getting on to now. We got a 50 lapper here for, Matthew Vano and
3 wide's what you want to see right after a restart.
Vano's like, oh man, did you see him slide his nose under? Yeah, Lee.
I'm getting a little tight up on that
one. It's a good thing Aiden Murray had some rake in that car. If he didn't, Matthew wasn't going under there. He slid his nose right under his rear end.
Yeah, that was almost a little sketchy.
Yeah, closer than I would have done it for sure. Thing is, what's Jocelyn going to do here? Is he going to try to squeeze in there? No, I don't think Vano's going to let him in there. Oh, Vano caught the curb, though. That might be the break Jocelyn needed. Nope.
Unfortunately, Jocelyn's sort of sliding a little further back now.
That's a tough spot, man.
Yeah, that outside line just has no carry because you gas that front right.
Oh, yeah, quick. And the problem is if you stay out there and you try to run hard, you're going to kill your front right.
Yeah.
You know, and, but let's see. Yeah, he's slotted in there, at least in behind Rick Thompson. So.
Yeah, Rick Thompson Jr. So like once again slowly moving his way back up.
Yeah.
He was in P8 a little bit ago.
Well, it's because he pitted late, you know. He took that late pit stop, but he's got the freshest. He's in the group with the freshest tires on the track right now, so. This is a good little three-way battle right here with Matthew, Rick, and Adam Jocelyn. Aiden Murray's a little bit out in front of him, and of course, then there's, you know, this guy, Joey, running away from everybody, collecting dollars. And he's like a, I'm not going to say that. Oh, man. Yeah, I am. What the heck? He's like the hardest working stripper in the club, man, picking up them dollars. Well, that was funny.
That was a good one. Yeah, he's all over that.
All right, till the Christian Coalition call. Oh, yeah. Them three getting a little spicy right there. All right. Let's see now.
Like, no,
I want to see if Vanot's going to move him. I want to see if Vanot's going to move him now. I think it was accidental. I don't think he intentionally tried to move Rick, but
no, I don't.
That's what started it. But then, I'll be curious to see if he took issue with Jocelyn there and is going to try to move him. Again, though, I don't think you risk your car at this point. You know, you just stay up front and let's get to the last 15.
Yeah, then you worry about it.
Right at that point, yeah, that's when you worry about it. They're spreading out here a little bit. It's like after that little thing where Vanot slid around there and kind of slid on that outside line. Looks like his tires might have got a little mad at him for a little bit. He's backed off to cool him down a little bit, I think.
Yeah, it looks like let the tires cool off. Just get.
Yeah, I mean, you just at this point you don't want to That's the problem, man. When you start sliding these tires, they get hot fast, and when they get hot on a hot track, it's like, it's like driving on grease.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there's definitely a cycle to these tires too. You can cool them back off, and they'll come back.
Oh yeah.
And and the thing is, and I'm not trying to insult anyone or anything like that, but I think you got to be a certain level driver to feel that. Like maybe a guy like me doesn't necessarily know the difference between how, a tire that's 250 degrees and 350. Maybe I don't know the difference. You know what I mean? But these guys, if they're that fast, they know the difference. They know when their tire's a little extra slick, but maybe somebody like me doesn't. And, I just, I blame it on me making mistakes or whatever, Man, old Jocelyn's not playing here. Look at him. Got aggressive on Matthew earlier. Look at this. He's up in there laying the bumper to Rick.
Yeah, giving him a little how's you doing?
Oh, he's giving I mean, Rick ain't moving for sure, but he's going to try to drive around the outside of him now. See, I don't know that I'd do that right now. I get why he's doing it, but because they're losing, but there's going to be another caution, I think. But because all this is going to do is piss your tires off right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Although
you want to try and avoid that if you physically can, really just stay out of trouble.
See,
he's going for it.
Well, that's what I would have done right there. You see, if you're going to do that, you need to pin Rick Thompson to the bottom. Okay, he made it happen. That was good. That was a good pass. That was a really good pass. To me, if you're going to try to drive around the outside of him, you got to keep Rick Thompson pinned to the bottom. where
Yeah.
he has to hold his car to the bottom, and then he can't do that. But that was a really nice pass by Adam Jocelyn right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice, smooth, under
and
control.
he didn't pin Rick Thompson to the bottom and still got it done. That was a really, really nice pass. Oh, no, Rick lost it. Oh, and Vano lost it, and then Vano took a shot in the front end from who was that hit him? Brian Conover, maybe?
It looked like it, yeah.
Wow, man, Thompson just straight up lost it, but it looks like Vano might have been the loser in that deal. So, yeah, it just stepped out on Rick. I mean, he's trying to fight it. He was trying to. And I think Vano saw it happen, and Vano was going to try to go out wide and avoid him, and he drove right into him, unfortunately. And but then Vano took a hell of a shot right there.
Right on the tire, too, so that might cause a couple issues for him.
Yeah, it very easily could cause a couple of issues for him.
Whereas, I think Rick kind of gets away with it.
He
gets
just
a little bump, but
I don't think
too much damage-wise there.
No. Look, you watch him. He's fighting it, man. Look, 3 or 4 snaps before he, and then, that right there, that could potentially be a race ender for Matthew Vano, because he took that shot right on the wheel.
Yeah,
Is he in the pits? Thompson's in the pits getting tires. Why not?
Yeah,
got another set.
A little bit of damage fixed,
and I don't know if he had a set. How long was that pit stop? Oh no, 11 seconds.
Long.
He didn't get tires, so. Or he might have took 2.
Saw he was up. Yeah, I think he just took one side. Nothing crazy, just a little bit. Couple tires, move on.
Where is Matthew Vano? Did not pit, huh?
No, it does not look like it.
Oh man, that car, there's no way that car is fine after that.
Yeah, it looked like he got hit right on the tire.
Right on the wheel, yeah. I'll be shocked if that car is fine after that, man.
Yeah,
I certainly hope it is, because no, me too. I hope it is, because that wasn't his wreck, and he doesn't deserve to get penalized there. It almost looks like, if you look at his car, let me see. All right, this is about the closest. Yeah. I have to catch it at the right time, but it looks like the damage might be behind the front tire a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like he might have gotten just that little bit of lucky that it happened to hit just back of the tire.
Yes, just back, right. Because it looks like that fender's caved in right there. Well, yeah, we'll see. We'll know here in about a lap. As we go back green again. Joey stepping out. Jocelyn driving it under Murray. Vano gonna stick right. Look at him. Dude, he turned that car to the bottom pretty well. I can't imagine it's got too much damage.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's he's gotten pretty lucky, and what damage he did take isn't gonna hold him too hard.
I don't want to say that just yet, but I don't think if the car's damaged, you can, on that side, that you can turn it to the bottom like that. So I'm going to say it must feel okay. Let's go on board with him and see what his wheel looks like. What do we need to do for that? Well, one day I'm going to learn how to read, and it's going to be beautiful. See what his wheel looks like when he hits the straightaway. Well, there ain't a straightaway, but he's got a lot of wheel in it. All right, now for reference, let's go look at Jocelyn's wheel. You see how smooth Jocelyn is right here? And you never
Yeah.
lose the red stripe on Jocelyn's wheel. Now look at Vanneau's wheel. See? Yeah, he's got some damage. He's definitely fighting some damage there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, that's actually...
Slips under...
yeah, a little... That might be
there.
worth going out here and looking at. Oh, man. I mean, he's battling, man, and we know he's got a little damage. You can see it the way the wheel was. So, more power to him. That's that's go get him. Yeah. Now see what he did there was,
I thought he was gonna shove him back.
Well, apparently Murray didn't like that at all. The way apparently Murray did not like that at all. The way Vanneau ran him there, and he let him know it, and took his spot back, and that's what happens when you got 14 laps to go in the big 250 lap feature for the season. You know, I don't know that Vanneau's car is enough to get up there and challenge anymore. He's probably going to run fine, maybe finish top 5, you know, good for him. And considering that wasn't his wreck, but I don't think his car's capable of being up front right there with him anymore. I think this is probably down to a 3-car race if I had to guess, between Israelison, Jocelyn, and maybe Murray here. But look at old Thomas Brackett, man. It seems like we talked about him in a couple of incidents all in the race, you know, like, and then all of a sudden here he is in 4th place.
Yeah, he's kind of snuck his way
in. He did. I mean, I remember talking about him early in the race, you know, an incident and whatnot, and wow, okay. And then Vanneau, like I said, he slid into 5th, and I don't know that he has the car anymore. DeSanto and Rick Thompson seem to have slipped back. Well, I guess Rick, so now, Rick went back and got 2 tires, right? Yeah.
That 7 car is looking a little beat up, too.
Oh, he is beat up.
The front end is all over.
Well, to be fair, I'm surprised he's out there running. Remember, he took a huge shot to the front end in an incident that wasn't his earlier. To be fair, he's running pretty good considering how beat up that car is. All right, we got 7 laps to go. The battle for the top, for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is reasonably heating up. Joey's not giving him any chance at anything. Let's look back here in the field real quick and see what we got going on. So we got some good battles here going on. Oh, well, we just got a spinner too. Oh, parked it up on the, yeah, and DeSanto got spun there, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he got spun there. Oh yeah. So, and that was that same car. That was
DeSanto.
No, not DeSanto.
DiPietro, sorry.
Yeah. No, not was it? Oh, that was.
Yeah, that's that 38 car.
Well, he's got a couple today for sure. I don't know if that's 3 or not, but he has a couple for sure. And that sucks because DeSanto's on the lead lap and gets spun by a lap car. You know? Trying to figure out how many laps he's down. 12th. He's 3 laps down. Okay, well. So we got Cody Billings, who is a lap down. So, oh, wait a minute. We got some pitters here. Who's pitting? Oh, Wyatt, of course. Well, he just was involved in that, so he might as well.
He's got a little bit of...
And Conover is in the pits as well. So DeSanto is still going to be on the lead lap, I believe. So now it's showing Billings as out.
Maybe he's been wrapped up.
Maybe. What would he have done there to get wrapped up? He wasn't involved in that caution, was he?
I don't think so. I think he was just had a couple of cautions, and that was kind of it.
To see, he's showing in 10th place, but it's showing him as out.
Yeah, but there's a couple of guys that were multiple laps back of him. I could see that being an issue.
Yeah, but that's going to obviously rectify itself over the, well, it's five laps to go. Maybe he's in a spot where he can't gain any more positions. You know,
Possible,
maybe.
but we are going to be coming to the end of this.
Yeah, we're here. I mean, it's 6 laps to go, man. This is crunch time right here. Get back up front here. Here they come. That was a good time for a blink.
Blink and you miss it.
All right, boys, let's take it clean all the way. I say that and they're running 3 wide back there. All right, so you got Joey and Adam Jocelyn behind him, Thomas Brackett and Rick Thompson Jr. having a battle back here for 3rd. 4 laps to go now. Coming to the stripes, going to be 3. Yep, 3 laps to go. Matthew Vanneau is still hanging out in 5th back there, trying to hang on with that damaged car. Aiden Murray got he shuffled back a little bit. Bennett was up front all night. Now he shuffled back here to 6th. All right, so let's go back up here. This looks like where the action's happening right here with Jocelyn and Brackett and
Rick Thompson Jr. trying to fight his way back into the top 3. This will be our
This is going to be it right here.
No more cautions.
I knew it. Oh, he got it. Oh, no. He spun Jocelyn.
He lost himself.
Oh, no. That's it, though. Joey Israelson's going to win this.
Yeah, Israelson's going to take the big W. You're going to have Brackett, who had himself a quiet but fantastic little race.
Yeah, he
Rick
did.
Thompson Jr.
Yeah.
Slotting himself into P3.
Yep. Aiden Murray. Good run from Aiden. Good run. Matthew Vanneau, like I said, hung on to it a little bit there. That was, unfortunate, I'm sure, for him. Ben Burgess, he's already cleared. DeSanto's already, there he is, pulling into the pits. All right, let's get our results up here, and then wow, all right. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was a lot more action, at least the whole race than it could have been. No, there was a little bit of a stint where it was basically how deep can Israelson get into the
yeah, but that has its own level of entertainment in it, you know.
Exactly.
All right, so this should give us the race results here. Here you go.
There you go. And so race winner Joey Israelson does take P1. You've got Thomas Brackett taking P2, Rick Thompson Jr. in 3, Aiden Murray in 4, Matthew Vanneau in 5, Ben Burgess in 6, Dan DeSanto in 7th, Adam Jocelyn 8th, Brian Conover in 9th, Ed Connolly in 10th, Wyatt DiPietro in 11th, Dustin, I'm going to say that name wrong every time. Dustin Staples in 12th, Tyler Connolly in 13th, Cody Billings in 14th, Owen Bridges in 15th, Roy Sprague in 16th, Matt Mingo in 17th, Ethan Guptill will finish in 18th. And then you have David Greenleaf in 19th, Brandon Fogg in 20th, and Eric Emery in 21st.
So I'm not gonna comment on what's being said in chat, but let's just say I don't think the David Greenleaf Owen Bridges situation is over just yet. Oh. As everyone now goes to scramble to read chat.
Yeah, exactly. What's going on?
All right, let's see. All right, so we have some folks in to pull in here.
We should. Yeah, we're gonna have our top 3 get brought in.
You gonna do Rick first, or?
Yeah. We'll pull Rick in. With a phenomenal P3 finish there in this race. Rick, long one, but how'd that one feel for you?
Good. I guess I just got back in time. Went down to go let my dog out.
Good job.
Yeah. My knee hurts from just getting on the gas so much, but no, I thought I was gonna have a shot at that thing with 50 to go. I was like, I'm gonna take my tires late. Well, what I didn't account for was I was the only one using the left rear. So that final caution that I caused, at least I can't remember. Yeah, there was one more after that.
Yeah.
I blew the left rear clean off the thing. So
I wondered why you were jacked up on the left side only. So you destroyed
yeah,
your left sides, huh? That's interesting.
yeah. I'm looking at tire info right now, and the center of the left rear is 0. So it definitely took me out of contention to win. And then once you throw lefts on, these things don't turn.
No,
I mean,
right.
they turn enough, but they turn. They just don't do it enough. So
So did you only have 2 tires left at that moment, or you just were trying to take 2 and fix that problem and get back out as quick as possible?
yeah, I only had lefts.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, the boys didn't. They weren't allowed to keep me three right sides.
So yeah, well, they could have stole some from somebody teammate who's out of the race or something. But
Yeah, I'm
hey,
sitting
look,
there. Go down to David Greenleaf's pit. Go to Greenleaf's pit.
yeah, Greenleaf certainly bounced a little early today, but that's another story for another time.
Yeah, like always, I got a hashtag free leaf.
Yeah, well, yeah, he got jailed for sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, congratulations again, man. That's a good run for you, and after you got that end of the line right off the start of the race, my concern was you get dumped back there like that, and next thing you know, you get involved in somebody else's junk and mess you up for the night. But you survived it. You got back up front, and you did have a shot. It looked like you really did have a shot to win this thing. I think if you'd have put the little googly-eyed car paint job that you ran in the Legends on this one, I think you'd have brought it home.
See, that was the problem. I didn't have the googly eyes, so I couldn't see the tire wear.
Exactly. If you'd had the googly eyes, you'd have been in good shape.
That was the problem, man. I
All
gotta
right,
remember
man.
them googly eyes.
Yes, you got to. That's next year's paint scheme on the real car too. So, all right. So shout out to your, give you shout outs here, man, while we got you in here on this good 3rd place finish.
Actually, I ended up getting 2nd.
Did you?
Yes, Thomas Brackett got DQ'd for dumping on the last lap, which put Aiden Murray to 3rd.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that didn't get announced for us, but okay,
Yeah.
good to
all right.
know.
Well.
That's why I thought I had a little more time to go let my dog out.
Ah.
Okay.
I was wondering. I was like, interesting that Aiden Murray is here. I don't know what's happening, but okay, that makes sense. So we'll have to bring him in next.
All
Yeah, I
right.
gotta
Well.
thank Chris Forty for putting this thing on. This is a lot of money in sessions and a lot of money just in handout prizes and stuff. And then of course having to pay you guys. So he spent a lot of money this week, and definitely is much appreciated. I gotta thank all my boys back in the Discord. My grandfather, my dad, Brian Conover, Matt Mingo. They make my paint schemes. Matt Venot does too. And yeah, like I say, everybody for putting it on. This was fun.
Well, all right, man. Congratulations on P2. Since we didn't know that, but yeah, congratulations, and I look forward to seeing you next season. I hope we get to come back and do this again, and I enjoyed chatting with you every time I got to this year.
Yes, you guys are great guys. Thank you for doing what you do.
All right, man. Congratulations again. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
So I guess we are going to go to
I'll bring in we'll bring in who ended up in P3. They did not tell us, so didn't bring him in first, but Aiden Murray, we have you in P3 from that one.
I'm back, boys.
Yeah.
You
Perfect.
did.
How was that for you?
That was just all in all really up and down race. It takes a lot of patience at this track, and I had to discipline myself right off the start. Probably the first 100 laps, I spent a lot of time stuck on the top, just trying to be patient. Long race, I don't want to kill my tires. Finally got back to the bottom, and just slowly worked our way up. Stayed on the same strategy, and it looked like it was going to be me and Joey at the end, and then just the last couple cautions kind of bit us. But like I said, you really got to stay disciplined here. You can mess yourself up in a hurry.
Do you have YouTube on right now?
I do not. I had
Okay.
the Thompson icebreaker up on my laptop.
Okay. No, I was. There was a little retaliation hit after the race was over there.
Oh, I saw it. It was right in front of me. I didn't really know what it was about. Those last couple laps, it for whatever reason it said I had a black flag for passing on the inside, which I'm not really sure why. So
Right.
I was trying to get that cleared. So that was kind of taking up my focus the last few laps. So I didn't see the start of it, but I certainly saw the end of it.
Right. Yeah, that was entertaining to say the least. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that,
not,
that, that was interesting. Gave me a good laugh.
Yeah. Right. So congratulations, though, man. You really did have a good solid run, all night. I mean, you were, we like I kind of, the races I commentated this year, I didn't your name didn't stick out to me that much, right? And then,
Yep.
but man, you were up front all night tonight. Just every time I turned around, your car was hooking up no matter where you were at. It seemed like you could drive off the outside. Earlier in the race, it seemed like you were hooking up with your right rear was just driving off on that outside line better than anybody else in the race. You were passing guys out there, not just surviving. And then later in the race, here you are up in the top 5 and up to second, running really strong up there. And then I didn't write it down, but there was that incident you got involved in. They kind of set you back a little bit, but man, you really did have a great run tonight. I don't know if I don't know your history in this with these guys or whatever, but you impressed me tonight for sure, man. What a fantastic run.
Thank you. Yeah, it's the schedule they run conflicts with my work schedule quite a bit, so I'm usually not able to run with these guys. But yeah, that incident that I got involved in just gave me just enough damage on my right rear that it was hurting me a bit down the straightaways, and
Right.
to try to make that up, I had to adjust my corners a little bit. But that I mean, like I said, this place takes discipline anyways. But having to adjust to that took a lot of discipline too. And towards the end, I thought it was going to be me and Joey. I'd get him a little bit, and then he'd get me a little bit, and we'd even out. But it was overall we were able to adapt and come home strong.
Right. Yeah. Good run, man. So give your shout outs while we got you in here, because you certainly deserve it.
Yep. I just first of all want to say thank you to Caleb and Chris and everyone that works on putting these races on for us. They do a really good job, as frustrating as it might get sometimes. Congrats to Joey on the win. He was pretty much just lights out the whole race. Rick snuck in for a P2. Congrats to him and those guys. And just shout out to Redline and Murray's Truck Service, our cam setup shop, Road Trucking. Had a really fast 72 Mustang tonight.
All right, man. Well, again, congratulations, and hopefully we'll see you back next year.
But thank you guys for everything you guys do.
All right, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, and then with that, we're going to bring in our phenomenally fast. Seemed like he had no problems the entire time. Was just off on his own, having a little casual Sunday drive in Joey Israelson. Joey, how was that one for you? It seemed pretty easy going in the middle section, at least.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. That was a good little payday for me. I'm glad I joined some iRacing today.
Right.
I knew once I got the lead, I was gonna stay out as long as I could, but we got that long green flag run. I knew everybody was gonna follow me in. We were all probably half a second to a second off the pace, and at that point, I was thinking just getting that lap money, just lap money, and I just kept staying in the lead, I guess.
Yeah, it was you did have that one green flag run there, and that was, like I said, like you said, almost easy money there for you. You were you were just putting them down, but that was it looked like there might have been a couple of guys that were going to have a little bit something for you to at least give you a challenge towards the end there. I think Rick Thompson's strategy would have worked out for him, but he had apparently tore his left sides up so bad that he just didn't, his rights weren't, weren't enough to have him catch up with you, because his right sides were 25, 30 laps fresher than yours. So, I thought he might have had something for you, but in the end, it turned out this was you all night long, man. So congratulations again. You've dominated pretty much every race that I've called, except for that modified race. We won't bring that one up though.
No, that was a rough one.
Yeah, but other than that, it's been your year for sure.
Yeah, that was a very fun race for me. Every 15 seconds I knew I was making a buck. So
That's right.
I was having fun.
Okay, so I'm sure you probably will go back and watch this, but I will say at one point in time I said something like you were the best stripper in the club. You were picking up dollars round and round or something like that.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Them dollars keep on coming.
Yeah, good job, man. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, I wish it was another 250 laps, honestly. I would have.
Sure you do.
No, I just got to thank my girlfriend, Ashlyn, for all that she does to help me. She was cheering me on that time. She was counting the bucks too. So
better take that girl to dinner.
Oh yeah, we'll go someplace fancy after that one. I think I probably got what, $485.
You're gonna go someplace fancy. You're gonna go to the parts store and buy something for the real car. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, probably. I'll buy a few tires right there. No, I'll take her out to dinner.
That will buy a couple of tires, won't it?
Yeah,
all right, man. Well, get your shout outs in. You deserve them.
Yeah, Connolly's Plumbing and Heating for sponsoring us. He helps me every day, so
right.
glad to see his name up there. Lakeside Graphics, JSR Services, Levitt Racing. My grandma and grandpa, they were cheering me on from Florida. They'll be up to Maine soon. They don't miss a race. And Chris and Caleb and you guys.
All right, man. Well, congratulations again. You've been entertaining to watch all year long, and tonight was no different. So just look forward to seeing you next year. Hopefully we all get to do this again next season. So that'll be fun.
Woohoo is all I got to say after that
right.
one. I'll see you next year.
All right, man.
All right.
All righty. And with that, that'll wrap up our Oxford 250. Absolutely fantastic racing all season, and a fun finish to that one. Obviously, having Jim join halfway through, he didn't get quite as much of it, but we did get a lot of time together.
We did.
And hopefully we'll be back again for the next season when we do this again.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you and I'll be doing this and certainly probably something in between there together, James has got to take his 2 North American guys to to do his NASCAR stuff. So I'm sure we'll get put together for some other stuff down the road. And so DeSanto said, thanks for the broadcast all season. Yeah. Thank you guys for getting in here and bringing nice fields every week. That makes a big difference. This is a lot easier to do when there's 20, 25 cars on the grid every week. There's some of these races we do, there's 6 or 10 guys, and it's hard to make a six guy race sound exciting, but when you got big full fields and, tight racing like this, it makes it a lot easier. So thanks to you guys for showing up and making this fun. All right, man. Sure. So we're done, I guess. That was just slightly over, not even quite 4 hours. We knocked that right out.
Yeah. Go us.
Yep. All right.
Thanks for everyone for hanging out. And we will, I'm sure, be back sooner than later. And hopefully we'll see you guys then.